All right. Welcome everyone this morning to the Fort My ATL Sports Morning Show. We are happy to see you and happy, I guess, to talk about these Falcons. Guys, we're going to start a little differently today. We're going to install a different segment this morning, and this segment is called Questions for the Falcons Coaching Staff. Questions for the Falcons coaching staff. And this morning, we're going to start with Mr. Ronnie Thomas. Ronnie, do you have questions for our Falcons coaching staff after last?
I got a lot of questions for.
All right. Well, for the sake of this, let's keep it to one. Now, here are your choices. You got Raheem, you got Zach, you got Jimmy, you got Maurice. Who's your question for?
Raheem.
Shoot, sir. Go ahead. Your question for Raheem is.
Have you lost your damn mind?
Oh, boy.
Have you lost it? You keep on putting Kirk Cousins out there. And don't nobody want to talk about it. I finna say it. If Kirk Cousins hurt, the Kirk Cousins look like a rookie again.
That's fair.
How many yards he threw last night? 93 yards.
Which was pretty bad.
They were horrible. My female cousins throw better than that.
That was pretty bad. They
were horrible. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That's pretty bad, man. C Double, nothing but trouble with C Double. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm here. Finally. Okay.
All right. C-Dub, we've introduced the new segment of the show. First, let's do some housekeeping real quick. Falcon Commander says, good victory Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. Go Atlanta Falcons, rise up, Dirty Birds. Rise up, Dirty Birds, indeed. Jabri Harper says, it's time. He says, it's time, rise up, Atlanta. He says, ha, right, Ron. Absolutely. C-Dub, our new segment is questions that we have for the Falcons coaching staff, and you have your choice. Well, Ronnie took Raheem, so you have your choice for your question of Zach, Jimmy, or Maurice. Who are you picking, and what's your question?
Need to rub the temples first.
My boy in shock. He in shock.
No, because I'm disgusted with all of them. All right, Zach.
Okay.
Is Kurt hurt? Is Kurt old? Is Kurt washed? I need answers because the announcing. Let me put it this way: I have usually stayed away from mega media announcing because it's very skewed.
Yeah.
But this go around, I decided to listen to it. They were asking questions that I've been asking for the past few weeks. Dan Orlovsky's going, Kurt's one of the excellent pass action guys, and you haven't gotten him in pass action. And it's all, what's going on? What's happening? And yeah, that's who I would be grilling is Zach Robinson, because if you ask me if, I had a choice to ask, I would probably look over and go, oh, I would ask Jerry Gray. I'm not asking Jimmy Lake, because y'all saw after the interception, they were huddled around Gray, not Jimmy.
I didn't see that, but I think you're right. I think you're right. They weren't huddled around Jimmy. You're right about that. I think you
Yeah,
are right.
because that's Rod's voice.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you have to really look at real quick. Hold on, why's my camera doing that flippy thing here? All right, I think I got it. Okay, I'm sorry guys. It's woke up and my computer decided to be super slow this morning. So
It's okay. It happens. It's all good. Ladarius Brown and his band of renown. You can ask a question of Jimmy or Maurice. Who you got? What's your question?
Yeah, terrific. You know what? Listen, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I really don't have a question for either one of them. And that may sound like, oh, it's a cop out, but no, because given this Falcons defense, whether we want to admit it or not, has looked better.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to, bet. I expected what I expected from the Falcons defense against a very depleted Raiders team.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So so I really have a question for neither one of them. Just my personal question, just just watching is the Kurt narrative. The question I'm not going to go that route. My question just goes to can we really be happy with that?
Mm.
And to me, that covers everyone. That covers everybody on the coaching staff. Like I say, it's not a cop out because I can't question the special teams because Koo looked pretty good. I can't go after the defense because we did pretty good.
I mean, special. Yeah,
Agreed.
and special. Hold on, special. Let's give it up for special teams.
No, that
They
was
made.
that was gonna be mine.
Oh, okay. All right. No, no, you got it. You got it.
Oh
But
no,
I'm just saying. Shout out.
Great. Special teams was great. Special teams is the reason we won the damn game. Okay.
Yeah.
And let me just say this. Can we right now, guys, can we just go ahead and anoint Kadero Hodge the special teams player of the year? Not one, but two blocks. Not one, but two. He had the tackle the other game where they went for it on fourth down and he stopped him. Like, this guy's been outstanding. He's got to be special teams player on any team for the year, bar none. Ladarius, I'm sorry, sir. I was so excited about it because that's the reason we won the game.
No, go ahead. No, I'm good. Go ahead. Finish your point. Go ahead.
So my question for Maurice Williams is whatever the hell you did, can you do it again for that? Can you do it again for the next game? Because the way Kirk Cousins is playing, shit, we may have to win games on special teams and defense. Okay, like guys, I normally am not this guy, and please do not take me as being negative. I love my Atlanta Falcons, but we are where we are. I don't know what the hell we're doing on offense. I don't know what the hell we're doing. Guys, somebody help me.
Look, the ESPN announcers couldn't even figure it out, and there's some smart people in there.
So guys, if I could, and Ladarius, I'll come back to you. This question is for Zach. Why on 3rd down and 6 are you running guys 20 yards down the damn field? How about a drag? How about a drag across the middle of the field? Why are you doing this, Zach? Why are you doing? I don't understand. A slant, a drag, a sit down, a curl. Why does everything have to be 20 yards when it's 3rd and 6? That doesn't make sense to me. That does not, for the life of me. And again, Zach, I'm a Falcons fan. I'm with you. I want us to win, but that is not logical. I don't understand what is going through. Like, I don't get it. Somebody needs to help me. Somebody in the chat needs to help me. What the hell are we doing? We did that twice. We did that twice last night. It's 3rd and 6, and Kirk is holding the ball because nobody's open, but nobody's open because you're running guys 20 yards down the field. The most difficult route to cover in the NFL, man to man, is a slant or a drag.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not blocking them, you can't stop it.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we doing this? Ron, hold on one second, Ron. Ladarius, why are we
Oh
doing
no,
this?
oh no, you could no go to Ron. Go to Ron.
Help me out, Ladarius.
No, I'm curious to hear what Ron says. I'm curious. Yeah,
Ron,
I'm curious to hear what Ron says.
Ron, what the hell are we? Why are we doing this, Ron? Why do we not run drags and slants? Help me understand.
Remember a couple of weeks ago, I said somebody needed to put Zach Robinson on Madden. Remember I said that?
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Remember I said that?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know.
Now you see, it's like Zach Robinson. You know how the older people back in the day used to say, you smart than your own good. You smarter than your own good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Robinson, what? I just want to talk to him for a good 30 minutes. Zach Robinson, you smarter than your own good.
I don't understand why you do. And guys, I've seen this entire season. It's 3rd and 6, and you're running, guys. Especially when you're in a blitz situation, your hot read has got to be a drag. Your hot read can't be a 12-yard out when they're blitzing you. If it's 3rd and 6, your hot read has got to be a drag or a slant. It's got to be something quick. It doesn't make sense why you would run 4 guys 10, 12 yards down the field on outs. I don't understand that. And nobody's in the middle of the field, and they're rushing 6 guys. And you know where the void is? In the middle of the field. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not a complainer. Look at it. I'm not a complainer. If I see a problem, I try and offer a solution. What I am saying is, why are we not doing this? I don't get it. But guys, we got a lot to cover. We got a lot to cover. So,
We have an OC that doesn't know how to scheme people open.
Right.
I don't, you know,
I don't know what else to say. I mean,
I'm not going to say he doesn't know how to scheme people open. I'm going to say there are failures in certain situations. 3rd and 6, when you know they're blitzing, is not the time to run guys 12 yards down the field when you only need 6. That just doesn't make sense to me. That does not.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. And I've seen it happen over and over again. And you know what? You can't blame Kirk for everything. Now, don't get me wrong. Kirk is bad. I don't know where the hell Kirk is.
He's old.
Well, I don't know what's going on. You know, because he wasn't this bad in Minnesota. He might have had his moments. He was not this bad in Minnesota. So is it a combination of Kirk and a very inexperienced coordinator?
Yes.
I don't know. But look at guys, we got stuff to do. So let's get to around the league. I'm sure we got a lot of stuff to discuss. Jabri says Hodge has been great this year, and he has.
Yeah.
Difficult. Damn right. Hard to watch. C-Dub says, sorry, we're late. All good, C-Dub. Jabri says, I'm usually very positive with a bit of delusion, but now as a diehard Falcons fan since 91, I can't fake the funk no more. Agreed. Kirk was done. I'm sorry. I mean, look it. I don't know what to think about Kirk. I don't. But let's get to around the league, guys. Because we got a lot. We got a lot to cover. And watching that game last night, I was fluctuating between emotions because I'm like, we should be beating this team by 30 points. They were terrible.
They literally were telling you they didn't believe in the quarterback or their offense because they were that depleted.
Yeah.
That should tell you something. If they would have gotten a touchdown, that was their victory for the game.
They were terrible. So I'm sorry. Around the league, Ravens, Giants, our next 2 opponents, the Giants lost to the Ravens 35-14. And the Commanders beat the Saints 20-19 because the Saints went for a 2-point conversion. That was very stupid and didn't get it. Guys, we got the Giants next. And I really am at the point. They're 2-11. They suck.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good defense, but they suck. Their offense is the worst in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna start a rookie, it would to be the time. Are we at the point on this trek, on this season?
Ooh.
Are we at the point where we need to start Penix and Ladarius? I'll start with you. Your thoughts?
No. And people may not like the answer, but like I say, it's an I don't care situation. I respectfully understand why people may feel that way about Penix, but here's the thing: I like Michael Penix, I really do. But the reason why I say no is because our coaching staff has shown that he's not going to play. Raheem Morris has doubled down and essentially said that it's Kirk Cousins' show. Would I like to see him out there? Absolutely. All of us would. Most of us. I'm not going to put everybody in a box. Most of us would. But the reality is, the Giants' defense is not terrible. Their offense is just trash. Like the offense, the defense, like the defense is pretty good. Especially, don't let the record fool you. That's why I said about when I talked about the Raiders last week. Don't let the record fool you about the performance. But when it comes to Michael Penix, should he start? Sure. Will he start? He won't. Because like I say, if we would have lost against the Raiders, then we'd be having a different conversation. But even though Kirk Cousins could not throw for 100 yards in a professional football game, even though he couldn't do that.
Oh, wow.
So, to me, yes, he should start, but he's not. Because this coaching staff feels that, hey, more specifically, Raheem Morris feels that he's the guy. So, at the end of the day, should he start? Sure. But it's not going to, it's not going to happen, and the decision has to come from above Raheem. It has to come from Arthur Blank. And Arthur Blank he's never given the vibe to never get involved in situations like this. But that's the only person who could tell Raheem Morris you need to put in Michael Penix. But the reality is, if we would have lost the game, different narrative. But the fact that Raheem can espouse at that podium where we won the game, even though a guy we gave $100 million to couldn't throw for 100 yards in a football game. Like, I keep emphasizing that.
Against the bad defense, that's the other part of this. That's the other part of this.
And they didn't have their best defensive player.
They were down 2 defensive players. They were down.
Well, what I'm saying is that they weren't down. Max Crosby was not on the field.
Right.
So
their best
I get your point, but the point remains. If you can't if you can't throw for 100 yards, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
No, you're right. I'm with you. To be honest, Ladarius, I don't know that we'll beat the Giants.
No.
With Kirk playing the way he is, as bad as the Giants are, unless we get this Herculean effort from special teams and defense, I don't know that we beat the Giants. Ronnie Thomas, is it time to play Penix? Give me your thoughts.
No.
Y'all are wilding this morning.
Wait a minute. Hear me out.
Wow.
Remember a while back, I told you they got a top 5 D tackle.
Yeah.
He's not playing, Ron. He's out.
Right. The wild was finna say. But that dude got some pass rushers on that team. on their defensive line. They got what his name, who they traded for in Carolina.
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns. Then they got the what that dude's name?
Thibodeau.
Yes. So they will be licking their chops and they see Michael Penix out there. They would.
I agree. But here's my dilemma, right? Here's my dilemma. Guys, our goal is to make the playoffs, right? That was the whole point of everybody we went and got. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I saw last night? I saw us playing scared. I'm gonna say it. I saw us playing scared. And why did we play scared? Because we didn't know where the damn ball was gonna go. We didn't know where Kirk was gonna throw it. Now, if you got Kirk in his right mind, or the physical specimen that he was, that's different. But guys, that ain't what we got right now. That ain't what we got. And let me tell you something. I don't want anybody scared. I don't want to play with you. Because scared money don't make money. Scared players don't win. It's one thing to have a case of the jitters, but to be scared, we're playing scared, and you can't do that. Hey man, win it all or lose everything. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Sometimes you got to go for it. We are a game behind Tampa Bay. We got 3 games left. I am not confident. And I hate to say it. Look, I'm not happy saying it. I love Kirk Cousins. He's a Falcon. First and foremost, every Falcon that has ever played for my Atlanta Falcons, I have love for them. Some more than others, but I have love for them. But I also have to be honest. Kirk looks like terrible. Kirk looks like doggy doo-doo right now. And it's not getting any better. And you know what, Raheem? I love you. Raheem. I do. I love you. But spare me the song and dance. We got to get Kirk. No, we don't, Raheem. No, we don't. We've seen this show. Raheem, Kirk is going to get you fired. Look it. I am positive. Okay? I am positive. But positive does not mean lie. Guys, you saw that. You saw that last night. You saw that game. I don't see how anybody who saw that game can, with a straight face, say, yeah, we should play Kirk Cousins. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, even if you play the rookie, maybe you run the ball 35 damn times. But Kirk is on another planet right now. It is planet suckiness. And I don't see it. I don't. We got one more. I got to go to my man C-Dub. C-Dub, help me out, brother. Is it time to go to Penix? Ronnie Thomas and Darius Brown and his band of renown say no. C-Dub, what say you?
Hell, I thought Ritter was playing both sides. The offense looked just like last year. What are you talking about? Yeah. I mean, I was like, damn, Ritter looks good playing both teams. And then I realized that was Kirk Cousins. Look. I swear to God. Because, see, this is what pissed me off. I was sitting here the whole time the past couple of weeks going, you're not starting Kirk, or you're not starting Penix because you want Kirk to have the first full year. I kept saying that. And then I watched Bo Nix. And someone said that made me go, 61 starts in college. Michael Penix has 50 starts. And when he was getting drafted, or when people were talking about getting him, what was the biggest thing we kept hearing? He's the most ready quarterback to play in the NFL. That's what, especially Ra, Mr. Ra. Kiki. All right. So he wanted, everybody wanted to say he was the most ready. Folks, we now have Brett Favre incarnate but not the good Brett Favre. We got let me show you the tallywhacker Brett Favre that fell off a cliff for the Jets. All right.
Say that.
All right. We got the old versions that's just straight pitfall. And I love how Raheem is doing gymnastics at the press conference, talking about how great Kurt played. And everyone looking at him going, "You serious? We just watched on national TV. People can't even unsee the mess you put out there." My thing is this: why not put Penix? You're going to run the ball more than pass? You did it just now against the worst team in the NFL.
Thank you.
I mean, look. Is it going to happen? No, because Raheem is on the Titanic, sinking on the ship, going deuces. That's what he's doing. And if that doesn't get him fired, that tells me everything I need to know about this organization. That they like to lose. They like to look stupid. And Arthur Blank, you need to put a stop to this crap. That's how I feel. That was embarrassment. I was sitting here watching a win, and I kept going, why does it feel like a loss? Why does this win feel like a loss? Special teams dominated. Defense made plays. And we are struggling with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Who have nobody.
The worst.
Brock Bowers was making plays, no doubt, which we all said would happen. But for the most part, we kept him away from the end zone. So you did your job. But yet you still couldn't fit. And that's the last line I heard that the guy said on ESPN about this game. When you're struggling, and when you're a bad team, you can't put teams away. And that's what the Falcons are.
Look, you guys, we got a lot of show to cover, but it was impressive at how unimpressive we were last night. We damn near lost that game. Like, do you guys realize how close we came to snatching defeat from the jaws of victory? And I'm watching this game like, I know they're not going to let them. Oh, shit, they let them score. I know this isn't. Oh, wow. Okay, we don't get the. It was bad. And I'm at the point to where it can't get any worse than Kirk Cousins. Look it.
Yeah.
If we put Penix in there and we lose, I can accept that. Because right now, Penix gives us the better chance to win. Even if you have a limited playbook, looking at Kirk Cousins, I don't know if Kirk's seeing ghosts. I don't know what the hell Kirk is seeing. But Kirk ain't Kirking no more. And because of that, it's our duty. It's our fiduciary duty to put Penix in there. Ronnie, you look like you got something to say. What you got?
I got a lot to say. The reason I said no, because the Giants, if we put Michael Penix in there, how many sacks we gave up last night? 3?
Yeah.
They will have more sacks.
They may.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Penix can run. Number one, Penix can run.
But
number two, Penix has a better arm.
Yes, but what happened in college?
You talking about the game against Michigan? Okay.
No, I just talk about his whole college career.
What's going on with my camera?
He was injury prone, but he's had a whole year to rest.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say he was injury prone. He was injured early in his college career.
Right.
The past 2 years, he was okay. But look, and you can't.
I read you. But once again, he's the face of the franchise. He's a future.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to get the future hurt?
Look it.
Nah, you know what? We played. Look, we played scared too much.
Yes.
And and here's the thing. We need to remember something. Football's a physical sport.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. And here's the thing. I get what you're saying, Ron, and I would say everything, but here's what I'm going to say. If Bo Nix is able to play in the NFL, I got to see Penix, because here's what I'm going to say. Because I know Penix can at least move better in play action, right?
Right.
Do you think he could do that? Do you
Yeah.
think he'll be able to get away? Because Kurt's a freaking statue. It's like target practice.
Right. You right, but you gotta understand. I can't believe I finna say this, and I can't stand the head coach. Sean Payton, a better coach than Raheem Morris, than Zach Robinson. He better than what we got now.
Well, then that tells me everything I need to know. Because if you're afraid to play the rookie, and because you think you'll get exposed, you got exposed last night.
Yeah.
And look, all the Falcon fans, look. I'm telling you, the Giants are going to have one smart thing to do. They're going to say, "Damn the pass! We're going to make this old man try to throw on us. Stop the run at any moment."
He looked like Ritter. Look, C-Dub
in the middle of something.
He looked like Ritter. He looked like Ritter last night.
Something.
Right, I with y'all.
No, if you're with us, the only answer is start Penix. Because look it, I'm a Falcons fan. I'm not an overthrow the government anarchist kind of guy. But at a certain point, if the guy leading your team is not getting it done, this is now 5 games where look, guess what? You bought the damn car. You picked that pick number 8. It's time to take that bad boy for a test drive. It's
Well,
time
once
to
again,
get out on the road and see what it can do. That's what.
Hold on.
They knew they were buying Pinto. They knew this. They knew Coach Cousins had some wear and tear on his tires.
Ron, we're past that. We're in the
yeah. We're talking about. Well, here's what we need to remember. Everybody's going to point to the offensive line. Here's what I'm going to say. I get the 3 sacks. Here's the thing, though. The announcers made it clear. Kurt was holding on to that ball too much.
Yes.
And not only that, he's putting his offensive line in trouble. He's putting people. It's like this. When they are calling out all the things that a rookie, that's why I opened up what I said. I didn't know Desmond Ridder was playing for both teams, because that's what it looked like. The Raiders were protecting themselves from Ridder, but the Falcons were protecting themselves from Kirk Cousins, who's a $180 million man.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Say that again. C-Dub, say that again. Because
the Raiders were protecting themselves. Hold on. Let me say it full. The Raiders were protecting themselves from Ridder. The Falcons were protecting themselves from Cousins, who makes $180 million, who makes a $90 million guaranteed. Make that make sense.
Well, the point is, when you get to the point that your QB's performance is so bad that you have to game plan against him, because everybody knows if you don't, he's going to throw 3 or 4 interceptions. Maybe it's time to move on. That guys, look it. This is what I'm thinking. You got Pitts right now, right? You do, but here's what I'm saying. Let Pitts run freaking slants and drags and just hit him across the middle. Make it simple for him. Don't have him to think. Make Pitts run drags and slants on 3rd and 5. Make him your guy. Interchange him with Mooney. Whatever you want to do it, but you need to. We at this this point, we are who we are, guys. We need to work with that. Okay, we need to work within the system. When you get to the point to where you have to scheme against your quarterback, who you are paying, I'm in total agreement with C Dub. Look, put the kid in. Okay, period. Put the kid in. This is the fact that we are having this discussion is disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
Oh,
And look, I understand things happen. I understand things happen. I understand Kirk's coming back from injury. I just think that honestly, there's a lot of failure to go around here. You know, maybe Raheem shouldn't have gone with a first year coordinator. You know, maybe he shouldn't have done that. Or if he did, maybe he should have installed a backup plan or a consultant who was similar, who could help the kid along. Right? But we are where we are. And right now, the best that I can see, because if we do not make the playoffs this year, bar none, this season is a failure. I think we all can agree on that.
Yeah, because you started 6-3, and remember, outrun the South.
If we do not make the playoffs this year, it's a failure. So at this point, you got to go with what's going to get you there. Guys, we got to move on. NFC South, Bucks in first place by 1 game. They beat the you-know-what out of the Chargers. The Saints lose because they suck. The Panthers lose. We got to look. Nothing else needs to be said. We got to win out. We got to hope the Bucks lose. At this point in the show, it's time for Fact or Fiction. Mr. Ladarius Brown and his band of renown. I think that is you, sir. I'm gonna drop something in there because I don't know if you got the revised. Did you get the revised version?
Yes.
Okay. Then
yeah. I was up 4 this morning. Yeah, I was up. Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah, I did drop that at 4. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, did he just send us another run? And I just went back to sleep.
Me too.
I was so agitated last night. I could not sleep.
Oh, you don't say.
Agitated because I'm looking at. I think Ron and I we had a conversation yesterday, right, Ron? And I'm like, there's no way we're losing this game. I was so arrogant, right?
Right.
I'm like, no way we're losing. We are not losing to the Raiders. Ron's like, are you sure? I'm like, bro, we are going to pound them into submission. We are going to kick the you-know-what out of them. And we barely won. Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry. What's up?
I said, I quote, you sure we going to win.
You did.
I said, this is the Raiders.
You did.
Now, my homeboy Nate, it was me, Nate, and Travis. We were talking. Nate asked me, what? Do you think we're going to beat the Raiders? I said, hell no. This is what I said. Because what I seen from Coach Cousins, I don't even trust Coach Cousins. I don't trust him. It's not even the offensive line. The offensive line gave him enough time to pat the ball, to call his wife, to check on the kids, and Coach Cousins.
Yeah. No, I agreed, Ron. Agreed.
And I was like, you me?
Yeah.
He old.
It was no, agreed. Ladarius, Fact or Fiction, it's on you, brother. What you got?
Okay, I was just waiting till everybody was I was gonna say some things, but we're gonna stay on track. We're gonna flow. So I had no part in these questions, by the way. These were sent to me earlier. Now, so if you're don't be mad at me, be mad at the person upper left hand corner. I was not consulted on these questions.
Complaint department, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
So
get it.
So I'll go. Oh. So fact or fiction? The Falcons will make the playoffs Is that a fact
Mm,
or is that fiction?
mm,
Mm.
Let's go to. Jeez.
Mm.
Well, I'll just step back and let everybody
Oh,
simmer on it.
C-Dub,
All
what
right.
you got? Fact or fiction? Falcons make the playoffs. What you got?
Fiction.
Ronnie Thomas, fact or fiction? What you got?
Fiction. Mm.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna say fact just because I don't want to even conceive that we would fail in this way. So I'm gonna say fact. I'm holding on. Holding on is very hard to do when love is gone. And I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
To
But there,
what?
fact or fiction? What you got? Are we making the playoff?
Who me? Oh no, I'm just the guy who reads the questions. So I'm just.
Let
I love
Derek
how he always does that to himself. No. I just read questions, pal.
I just read questions.
oh,
I just stay in my lane and I just
wow.
ask questions.
All right.
I don't have opinions or
What
anything like that.
what
So,
would you say, Ladarius? Facts or fiction?
what I would say is that we need to get back to fact or fiction. Now,
This guy. All right.
all right, next question. Kirk Cousins will be traded this offseason. Once again, Kirk Cousins will be traded this offseason. Is that a fact or is that fiction?
I'm going to say that's a fact. I'm going to say that's a fact.
I would say that is a fact. And to be honest with you, I think we either get 2 draft picks for Kirk Cousins. And like my co-host always say, a sucker born every day. Now found that, I hate to put it like that, but never found that sucker. And the rumor I heard yesterday, Miami Dolphins or the Giants. If we either get a 3rd and 4th, and they take the whole contract, right on. I will help the man pack up his house
Today.
ASAP.
Hey.
Like T.R. say, ASAP.
Hey, today. Right now. Amen.
Right now.
C-Dub, what say you, brother?
Oh, I want to say fiction. I really do. Fiction. I think Rob's gonna hold him like a kid holds it, like Linus holds his blanket. Yeah, I went there, Rob. Prove me wrong.
Ladarius, what say you, brother?
Once again, I just read the questions. So
Here we go. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Go ahead.
So the next fact or fiction. Speaking of trades, Kyle Pitts will be traded in the offseason. Once again, Kyle Pitts will be traded in the offseason. Is that a fact or is that fiction?
I'm gonna say that's a fact. I look it. If it's me, specifically, don't have that many draft picks. I'm gonna trade Kyle Pitts and Kirk in the offseason, and I'm gonna replenish my draft capital. That's what I'm gonna do. Because look it, Kyle can't seem to run the hot routes that you want him to run. You don't know where he's gonna be. You know, half the time he runs it out, the other half he doesn't. You know, you've had 4 coaches try and fix him. I'm over the whole Kyle Pitts, and maybe he catches on somewhere else, you know. But I'm gonna say arrivederci, sayonara, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. I'm trading him and Kirk Cousins, and I'm getting 5 picks for this year's draft out of the whole thing, and we're gonna replenish some positions. That's me. What say you, Ronnie Thomas?
ASAP. Man, it did a little pass rusher that played for Dallas Cowboys. What his name? Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
Michael Parsons. It's a rumor that Dallas will not sign him. How about, you know what you gonna get from him? Yeah, do he cry? Yes. But do he do his job? Yes. Do he bring fear in quarterbacks? Yes. Sound like a perfect plan to me. The last time we had a top pass rusher, I don't know, his name John Abraham.
Yeah,
Put fear in quarterbacks
I'm with
for
you.
years, decades.
I'm with you. I'm with you
And,
158%. Yeah.
and Mika Parsons do the same thing.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed 100%. Agreed 100%. C-Dub, how you feel about it?
Fact.
Good deal. All right. Ladarius, go ahead, sir. It's on you. We can't hear you. Wait, is it me?
Mike, well, there's
No,
Muted.
no.
Ladarius, you're
I
muted.
know it was. I knew it was muted. See that?
Oh, okay. All right.
okay. You were thrown off there, sir.
I'll just read this and we'll just keep it moving. The last one is Raheem Morris will be the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons in the 2025-2026 season. Raheem Morris will officially be the head coach of Atlanta Falcons next season. Is that a fact or is that fiction?
Fact.
For now, I'm going to say fact, but if we do not make the playoffs, I don't know. I just because of the way that this went, I'm saying it because I love my Falcons and because I do not want to see us collapse and not make the playoffs because of the shitstorm that this offseason is going to be. I'm saying fact, but it's like holding on by fingernails. But I'm saying fact. Ron, did you answer?
Yeah, I say fact because how long we gave Arthur Smith? 3 years?
Yeah.
That's why.
All right.
And he did say because he don't got the rest of his guys. The Arthur Smith guys. So he trying to clean out the junk of not having his guys from Arthur Smith era and get his guys. So he's gonna be begging like Keith Sweat to Arthur Blank, please, baby, please. Dude, you gotta give me more time. He's gonna say, I only got all my guys here.
Okay. Fair enough. I can't. C-Dub, how you feel about it?
The question is Raheem, future here?
Yep.
Fact or fiction?
Yep.
Fact. Because I'm going to go here. You ran your mouth. You went, ha ha, key. We just need a quarterback. I know an elite processor. The old Windows 98 version, Kirk Cousins. All you got to do is whack it upside the head and he'll start throwing right. And gee, now he wants to try to say he doesn't have his players. Oh, sorry. I'm not playing that game. I'd fire his ass as soon as game 12 or 17's over. And I'm not, and I stand on that. Bring it.
Good deal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ryan, the historian, one of the hardest working men in this business, one of the most knowledgeable, has probably forgotten more than I will ever know, and I'm older than him. Ryan, the historian, good morning, sir. Welcome to the For My ATL Falcons Morning Show. How you doing today, brother?
What's going on, man? Look, I'm a disabled veteran who's getting a check, so I think my body is as beat up as your age. So I don't want to hear that. You talking about you older than me? Don't start that mess. Hey man, what's going on? First off, I got to shout out to everybody on the panel. They do a damn good job every time they come in here. But I also got to give a shout out to my supposed to be musical partner, Mr. Ladarius. We still waiting to get this album. We still waiting to get this album cracking, and we got to get you to hurry up and get our contract right. T. Will, you messing up like Raheem right about now.
Working on it. I'm
Oh.
working on
Ow.
it. I'm working on it. So
Hey, he said, wait a minute. He said look, he over here BSing us like Raheem has BS this fan base. You see how he doing that, Darius?
Oh
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hold on. That's how Raheem sounded when he was talking about how great Kurt looked. He was like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys,
Hey,
Kurt."
hey, T. Will, but I got a clown. I'm throwing that in there as a little bit of comedy to really kind of relieve a lot of the frustration that the fan base is feeling at this point. I mean, look, it was a win versus a 2-11 team.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as celebrating this type of win.
Agreed.
And I'm just gonna be honest with you. And this is fact. I'm in this fact and fiction. I'm gonna give you some facts and I'm gonna give you some fiction. The fact is we should have won 35-3 or 42-3 last night. That was fact.
Yep.
The fiction out of the whole damn thing is this. You still have a hurt kicker that you believe can still win games. Guess what? That's the fiction right now. You see Young Way Cool could hit stuff from a long distance. Guess what? He's not doing it right now. He's still hurt. So at this point, why bring on a kicker through the free agency or whatnot, or just sitting on the practice squad and you're not going to use him? You're wasting a spot at this point. Now, as for Kirk, here's a fact. Kirk can't throw outside the numbers now. He's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
Oh, he's still hurt. One of them. Yeah, one of them.
But here's the thing. If he's injured or whether he's just lost it, he needs to sit down. I've been fighting for. Here's my thing. Penix is not gonna come in, and as much as it pains me to say, as like I'll say this, Penix is not going to come in unless Kirk is injured or Kirk even if Kirk craps the bed. If you saw that, Raheem just pretty much took the ball out of Kirk's hands last night and made him hand off 30-40 times last night between Algier and Bijan. That's pretty much what he did.
Yeah.
So the fact is, this staff doesn't trust him. You have a young offensive coordinator who wants to run his offense, but he's not going to change anything for Kirk. And you're not playing Kirk under center enough, and running him with the play action is what he made his career off of. It's a lot of dysfunction on that side of the ball.
Yeah.
Special teams came to play last night, which was fact. We've struggled with that. I've been saying Daryl Hodge is a football player. He's not a receiver. He's a football player. Been saying that.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And here's my thing, ladies and gentlemen that's tuning in. Here's my thing. That right there should tell you it's diamonds in the HBCU rankings, because the man started at Alcorn State and ended up at Prairie View getting to the league. And you see what type of player he is. He's a football player. You have a ton of those at the HBCU ranks. Now, as for Raheem, speaking on, I don't have my players. Okay, guess what? As T. Will said earlier, it's time to move on from Kyle Pitts. It's time to move on from Kirk Cousins. Let somebody else pick up those contracts. We don't need to waste that money. Bring in some draft picks. Start scouting the HBCU departments when you have the HBCU Bowl, pretty much the all-star game that they're going to have. Start looking at film. And I'm not just saying those guys, because let's just keep it honest. Trey Anderson has been in more hospital beds than he's made tackles. Honestly. And that's another guy that I got to get rid of. Everyone's like, oh, you crazy. Okay, well, here's my thing. Everybody said we were crazy for saying bring the Kobe Dean in. Dean has produced even when he got hurt, coming in with a hurt pectoral muscle, coming into Philly, making 9 tackles on special teams with a torn pec that was healing. And the year they went to the Super Bowl, and he got rotation time. And now you're seeing he's the leading tackler for that team. He's a hell of a linebacker. Yep. So,
somebody need to ask. Amen.
But here's my thing.
But amen, brother.
If you get rid of Pitt, and T. Will, here's the thing, bro. If you get rid of Pitts and you get rid of Cousins, you need to be trying to trade either for a draft pick or you need to find a veteran right tackle that's going to be able to protect Penix's blind side. This is it. I'm just saying this. And everybody might say I'm crazy, but here's the thing. You start looking at veteran tackles that are in the league that are good that you're going to have to pay. But guess what? You got to protect the young guy. Next year, right tackle needs to be a priority outside of pass rusher. Right tackle has to be a priority because at this point, Kirk got to sit. I know the rest of the season, Raheem's going to be stubborn as a jackass, as a government mule in the plow field. That's pretty much what he's going to be. He smiles like the Grinch. If you really, and I'm talking trash today. I'm sorry. I got to talk. Today I'm a fan. So I get to talk a little trash on your show, T. Will. Raheem literally has a smile like the Grinch, has a sales pitch like a used ketchup salesman trying to sell somebody some ketchup at an all white party. That's literally what he is. And then for somebody to have a degree from Columbia that's supposed to have a high football IQ, that IQ is just not there. That IQ is like is I would say is way out there. It's about as oblivion as Jimi Hendrix on acid. That's how high it is. So for me, the fact is we have a deficiency problem with our leadership. We have a deficiency problem. And if you guys didn't see it, that defense, when they made the last interception and everything, they all went over to Jerry Gray. All went over to Jerry Gray last night. I don't know if y'all saw that, but they were celebrating with Jerry Gray. Jimmy Lake didn't get no love. Raheem Morris didn't get no love like that last night. No. So I mean, and I'm not gonna take too much of your time, man. I just wanted to come through and just kind of lighten the mood a little bit, but also kind of talk about some of the issues that you guys have pointed out and some of the stuff that some of the fans really aren't seeing. It's not just a quarterback problem that we have, folks. It is not just a quarterback problem that we have. We having problems with the defensive tackle. Last night, they got off against a 2-11 team. We having problems with the defensive line. Let's be real. Having problems with our linebacking core. And as you saw, the secondary got burned a few times. And if you take away the interception that Desmond Ridder had, Ridder outplayed Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Ryan. I actually asked the question. Ryan, I asked the question. I said, was it just me, or was Desmond Ridder playing for the Falcons and the Raiders the whole game? Because that's what it felt like the whole time.
Ridder was going to give you. I said Ridder was going to give us 1 or 2 guaranteed. Remember, I said that in the show.
Yeah.
I said he going to give you 1 or 2 opportunities, and then when he shakes it off, he's going to figure it out. But the good thing was we were able to put hats on him every time he decided to step. We hit him. So it changed the trajectory of the game, but the game was too close for comfort. We shouldn't have got down to a Hail Mary because, luckily the first pass got batted away because, again, there was a receiver in the back that could have held on to the ball. A lot of people say they don't want to get rid of Pitts, but here's my thing. If you got a guy that's going to quit on routes or whatnot, and not just quit on routes, but you really aren't doing your job, it's just what it is. I can't rely on you to be the face of this franchise and be a leader of my team, and I put you in that spot by drafting you that high. Like, we're not going to beat playoff teams playing the way that we are, playing the way that we have, because we still got to play Washington. Washington is a complete team, whether y'all want to, even though they've been up and down. Yeah. If we don't come out and play, look, New York is it's a toss-up game with the way the Falcons are playing, and so is Carolina. If you can win at least this Giants game, and if you get through Washington, you still have a shot at the playoffs. But honestly, a lot of people say, "Oh, we need to lose the tank," and it's gonna be my final point, I believe. Oh, we need to lose the tank. Here's my thing. I'm not willing to lose a damn thing. I don't care. It's about winning. That is a loser's mentality if you want to sit there and tank for picks, because guess what? We've been tanking for picks for years. We have not got over 7 wins in how many years?
It's too late to tank now.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Too late to think.
it's pretty much like this. You thought you had the baddest. It's just like going to the prom. It's just like going to the prom. You thought you had one of the flyest girls when you saw her come out the corner store. Cats on the corner was hollering at her. You get to the dance and you see all the baddies that you didn't look at, and they right there. And you stuck with this gorilla monster on your right arm.
Oh,
You just got to dance with it.
Wow.
You just
Oh,
got to
wow.
dance with it.
Oh,
So
wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh,
that's
wow.
all, I mean, that's all I got for y'all this morning, man. Y'all check us out tonight because we got the party line. T Will, you welcome to come through 8 p.m. C Dub, you know. Darius, man, when you gonna stop through, man?
I don't know. I never got the invite, so now I got the invite. So
Man, I've been inviting y'all jokers for weeks. Don't do that.
No. Listen, I prefer individual invitations, not the group, because
I got a question for you. Now you prefer individual invitations, right?
yes.
What makes your ass that much damn more special than T Will and all these boys up here?
Well, no. Here's why. Because I understand we're a group, but you know, my name was, like I said, I saw in the chat. You said C Will was there. You said you said C Dub was there. T Will never, but my name. Listen, it's not an ego thing. I just use the words that you say. I said,
Well,
I didn't see my name, and I was like,
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not gonna be humble with the invite. I'm gonna say it like this: bring your black ass on in the damn bird cage and come holler at me. We got some. Listen, we got food, all this stuff. We need
now. I'm
we
not
need
harming
to be
anybody.
commentators.
You put in the chat. Listen, here comes now.
But you could be like Ron. Ron, look, let me tell you. Ron just come in and pop up. He don't even give. Look, you know how you got that family member that just pop up and don't knock on the door?
Yeah, that's why I lock my
Ron.
door. Yeah.
Ron don't call. Yeah. Ron just be sitting on the couch like bruh man on the 5th floor eating sandwiches.
He shuts the refrigerator. He's like, "What's up, guys?"
You're like, man, how you get up in here? Nothing. Just chilling. Eat me a couple of sandwiches. Get me a cup of Coca-Cola sitting right here waiting on me. That's Ron. Ron just opened the door and Ron be sitting on the couch when we open up the show. Be like, God dang, he didn't even let us get in the house. But Darius, you're more than welcome to come through, man. Seriously. Definitely would love for you to come through. Hey, it's all Falcon love. We all support each other in this thing here.
Yeah.
And we definitely would love for you to come through and bring some of your insight and your knowledge, like T Will's done, Ron and C Dub is done. And also some of your musical intricacies can be added into the flavor of the show. We won't get pinged for that because it's original.
He likes to sing. He does like.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
look,
listen,
we okay with it. We got
we
got John Harris coming in there preaching sermons and getting money for the cricket church that he works with. Come on, man.
Shoot, John, man, he was a trip last night. He was already on one.
Too real. All I'm gonna say is if y'all didn't see the pregame, man, please check that out. John Harris really was on one last night, Mr.
Yes, he was.
God, like T Will, I couldn't do nothing with him, T Will.
Oh man, if you couldn't do nothing with him, wow, okay,
Right?
yeah.
But normally I can. But guess what? I can't be mad at him. John, all I'm gonna say is this: just bring a 2x4, a bullwhip, and a 38. As he would say, and I won't foot between hip pockets, as John would say.
He was not gonna let go of that. I'm like, dear God, John.
But thank y'all for letting me on. Like I said, the Birdcage LLC on YouTube, X. You either get right or you get left. Thursday night at 8 p.m. But tonight we're doing a special episode for the post-game show for the party line. But I don't think it's gonna be much partying because I think it's gonna be more people ready to put Raheem on a cross after he get whooped with cat o' nine tails after John get done with it. So y'all be easy and have a blessed day, fellas.
You too. Thanks for joining us,
You
Ryan.
too, brother.
Man. All right, check Ryan's show out. Always a good
Good
show.
night.
Always a good podcast. Doing great. Guys, we're gonna switch gears here and we're gonna go to Ron's rant. Ron's been waiting patiently. So, Mr. Ronnie Thomas, I know that you watched the game last night.
It was a game on?
I know that you watched the game last night, and you were none too happy. I understand that you were quite frustrated and, a little bewildered at the performance of our beloved Atlanta Falcons. And I understand that you have some things you
Runs red,
uh
runs red.
yeah, Mr. Ronnie Thomas, without further ado, sir, we're gonna defer to you. Go ahead, Mr. Ronnie. I'm trying to focus you on but I can't figure it out. So I guess it's gonna have to be, yeah, this is gonna have to do, Ronnie. Go ahead.
All right,
But
Ron.
Grant, ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
It's runs
okay,
red. Yeah.
okay. How can I start this off? Fuck it. Stevie Wonder see Kirk Cousins effed up. They're not Kirk Cousins no more. They just Kirk.
Mm.
You know how they say at this moment, you knew you effed up.
Mm-hmm.
Soon we saw Kirk Cousins, Raheem, like, I knew I effed up, but I don't want to tell everybody I'm effed up. AKA Aaron Rodgers, that's who we signed. Kirk Cousins look like Aaron Rodgers right now. And who older? Aaron Rodgers older than Kirk Cousins, right? How they look the same right now, football-wise? Raheem, you got to get on the blade, too. You knew Kirk Cousins were messed up 4 weeks ago. And you still playing this man? You still playing him. You still playing him. And our OC, Zach Robinson, Raheem, I know that your boy, but y'all cannot be friends no more. I got to put you in the corner now. Because you the one brought in Zach Robinson. You brought him in. So that let me know you don't really care about your job. You don't. You claim you love to make money. How? By pulling this shit? This what you pull. We gave you an opportunity to turn this team around. Everybody said you were smart. Where? Football-wise, where? A while back, I said, had Raheem Morris ever put together an NFL defense or NFL team? You've been on the Rams. You've been on Tampa Bay. But you've been Washington. You were not the man. You were not the head coach, but you was a part of it. And this the kind of stuff you pull. Everybody vouched for you. A lot of football players vouched for you. Why? For what? They said you were very smart. Where? Where you smart at? No, you the one gave them an opportunity to be a part of something special. But I don't see it. You afraid to tell your OC, hey, you know you effed up, right? All you just want to do is just smile. Eat a Kit Kat. Act like we did something last night. What did we do? 15 points? 15 points. You cannot say we got the best offense and you don't show it. You cannot say shit. I look at you suspect. Stevie Wonder to see we effed up by signing Coach Cousins. I
Well,
said
all
a while back, who would take accountability on Raheem?
That's a great question.
Who?
The only person that can take accountability for Raheem is Arthur Blank.
Okay, Arthur Blank just want to smile too. Trust me, I can't stand Jerry Jones. Malik Jerry Jones say something to the press.
Nah, man. I got to get off this train now, Ron. I do not want Jerry Jones. No, absolutely not. No.
Wait a minute.
No. Any sentence that ends with Jerry Jones, get out of here with that, man. No, I can't.
No, but Jerry Jones, we might not like what Jerry Jones say, but he do say stuff.
It doesn't matter what he says. He can't get out of the way of his coaches.
But
or GM.
Do you want? Wait a minute. Do you want this?
I'd rather this than Jerry Jones. Yes.
So you rather had this?
When's the last time?
We should have.
Wait a minute. No, Ron. No. When's the last time the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl, Ron? When's the last time?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'll read you on that.
You want Jerry Jones? That's what comes with him.
Wait a minute.
No. You want Jerry Jones? That's what comes with him.
What I'm saying is, Arthur Blank, speak up. Speak up. Stop smiling. The shit not funny.
What's he gonna say, Ron?
He will tell Raheem, you gotta do better.
He may have done that. We don't know. Look it. Conversations between an owner and a coach do not belong in the media. Period. I don't agree with that. No, they don't.
Okay.
No, they don't. They do not. They don't. Now, if he chooses to fire him, at this point, I don't have an issue because this team should have made the playoffs and it was mismanaged. Right. But when you say you want somebody like Jerry Jones, that's a clown show.
I did not say
that. That is exactly what you said.
No, I did not say I want somebody like Jerry Jones. I said Jerry Jones will speak up.
Okay.
Jerry Jones will not tolerate this mess now. You know it and I know it. Jerry Jones will at least go to his head coach. Because you know you messed up.
I do not want a clown show here in the ATL. I can't agree with that.
It's a clown show now.
Okay. The Cowboys are a clown show every year because they are run by an egomaniac who wants his way, who won't look. Any coach for the Cowboys knows he doesn't have authority. You come in there as a lame duck coach because Ron, we don't need Jerry Jones a loser. Whether you want to believe it or not, Jerry Jones is a loser.
Okay.
I finna say out of his own way.
Well,
I can't agree with that.
I finna say this, Terry. Jerry Jones got rings. We don't got no rings.
Jimmy has rings. Because when Barry Switzer won with Jimmy's team, but after he left, after Jimmy's players left, what have they got? They got undisciplined owners boys who all they got to do is kiss the owner's ass. They don't have to respect that's the problem with them, Ron. That's the problem when you have an organization where all you got to do is run to the owner. No, Ron, I'm sorry. Jerry Jones is a clown and a loser, and I don't want him anywhere near my Falcons.
You do know they're best friends, right?
That doesn't look, Ron. I can be. Some of my friends are best friends. I wouldn't want them coaching a team. I love them to death, but I wouldn't want them coaching a team.
All I did trying to say last night, Coach Cousin was supposed to show up.
He was terrible. I agree with you. But I don't want Jerry Jones, Ron. That's all. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you in the car on the who ride right up to that point. I don't want him in the car, Ron.
Okay.
Jerry in the car. Jerry's a clown.
Look, what do you think the Giants going to do to us next week?
I don't give a damn I don't give a damn if we lose every game. I don't want an owner like Jerry Jones. I don't.
you got Arthur Blank, nice owner. He would give every head coach whatever. But if you don't show up and you talk all this before the season, and this what we get, I'm not happy, Ted. I'm not.
I'm not saying that Arthur Blank is happy. What I'm saying is he doesn't have to publicly come out and attack Raheem to make his point. Ron, this is what I was told. Okay, I was a corporate trainer for about 15 years. You praise in public, you criticize in private. You don't know. Arthur could be cussing Raheem out in the background. You don't know that. But what you don't need is you don't need Jerry Jones, because Jerry Jones is a show. And if you think Jerry Jones wants to win, I don't think so. I think the Cowboys are the #1 revenue selling team in the NFL. So Jerry still wins. Jerry doesn't want to win. You want to know why? Jerry wants to win Jerry's way. It's not about the Cowboys. It's about Jerry. Jerry win Jerry's way, because it's always been said that Jerry won with Jimmy's team. And even 30 years later, Jerry is still trying to do it Jerry's way. You know how much of an egomaniac you got to be to do that? It's been 30 damn years and he's still petty about it and wants to win. I don't want him anywhere near my friend.
Look,
I don't want anybody to think that way.
I understand that, but how we been looking for the past 4 weeks? How we been looking, Ted? How we been looking?
We went to a Super Bowl in 2016. We ain't been Super Bowl less than 30 damn years. So still,
you going around the goalpost, Ted. How we been looking for the past 4 weeks?
Look like shit.
Okay, if we go into the playoffs right now, we will get stumped, Terry.
We'll probably get stumped if we make the playoffs, but the goal this year, the whole reason you went and got Judon and Simmons and everybody else, because you were trying to make the playoffs. As far as I'm concerned, if you make the playoffs and get your teeth kicked in, you at least took the franchise a step forward. You got to be realistic about your building blocks. Nobody said we'd win the Super Bowl. We just want to make the playoffs. If we make the playoffs, it is a success. It is a success. If we don't make the playoffs, it's a failure. Look, we are where we are. Okay, Jesus is not coming out of that locker room. You got
I know that.
You got Kirk Cousins and you got Penix. So pucker up, Buttercup. This is what you got. We got to make a choice. We got to go with Penix and do what we got to do.
Look, I love my Falcons.
I do too.
But this uncalled for, Terry.
I agree with you.
It started at the top. It started at the top. Who owned the Falcons?
So
Arthur Blank.
You want a new owner now, Ron?
I just getting tired of seeing the same old and nobody being accountable for this.
Ron.
Nobody.
I understand your frustration, but every year there are 31 teams who are disappointed and tired of it. I don't think the solution is to get a new owner. To me, I think like that's another conversation for another day.
We need to ask ourselves, do Arthur Blank really care about winning or really care about selling tickets every year?
I think that's a ridiculous question, Ron. I think it's a
no, it's not, because you just said 31 other teams. Other teams, do they really care about winning?
We're still on.
Tickets.
So 31 other teams should get rid of their owners, Ron. Like what?
The bad teams.
Ron, we gotta gotta move on. I appreciate your spirit, but I can't support that. No, I don't damn want Jerry Jones. Hell no, I don't want him anywhere near my franchise.
I'm not saying want Jerry Jones. I said at least Jerry Jones will keep his head coach accountable. Arthur Blank not doing that.
Hold on 1 second. Did you literally, Ron? I'm trying to help you out, brother.
How-
Did you just say Jerry Jones holds his coach accountable? Do you
Yes,
not remind you
because
of Jason Garrett?
wait a minute.
Jason
Because
Garrett?
when today,
Ron, stop it. You sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous. Jason Garrett, the coach he has now that's been hanging. No, Ron, I can't go there with you, brother. I can't. No, Ron. No. If you want to talk about holding coaches accountable, Jerry Jones is not the guy to do it. Because once Jerry gets his guy, and understand what it means to be Jerry's guy, it means you're a kiss ass. It means you're a do boy. It means you do
that's
whatever.
what we got here.
Oh my!
Raheem Morris a kid's ass.
Been here for one season. Been here for one season. Ron, we gotta go, man. Look, spirited discussion. I love it. We'll get into it another time. That's a ridiculous statement, but we'll get into it another time. We gotta go. We'll agree to disagree on that one, but it's fine. C-Dub.
Yeah.
It's your time, brother. We're gonna double up with C-Dub.
All right. Let me get back to the TV, to the monitor. My bad. I was checking my blood sugar.
Doubling up with C.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Doubling Up with C-Dub.
Oh God, what '80s cartoon show is this?
I don't know. I was going for Meet Mr. Robinson from Saturday Night Live, but I kind of messed up the voice there.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Robinson. This is my
Squatters' rights. All right. First things first, I want to make this very clear because I know everybody's been wondering, and my trash can is back. The wind, wind blew, and supposedly in the perfect position at my neighbor's yard. So I made a phone call and found out they only had one can, so I went and collected. So yes, so trash can is saved, and I'm $65 in the plus now. So
Jimmy Lake didn't steal your trash can? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. They said that wind blew it, so I think there's a lot of hot air coming from Raheem. So now let's talk. Look, what Ron said, I get what he's saying. What Terry said, I get what he's saying. But now here's what C-Dub's got to say. That game was hard to watch. As I told Ladarius, I got older watching that game. I felt every play, every spot, and I'm going, are we really going to lose to this screwing team? And here's my problem. One thing I said was going to happen. Kurt's going to throw a touchdown. Why? Because they would make it any way possible that he was going to throw a touchdown. He did. Why do I mention that? That was the focal point of Raheem's press conference. Kurt threw a touchdown, guys. So we got him off the snide. Did not mention the interception that he threw. And then I want to remind people of this. You struggled with the Raiders.
Yeah.
And see, it's one thing when you struggle and it's a 1 o'clock game. It's one thing when you struggle and it's a 4:15 game. You struggled on Monday Night Football. You know what? Hey, Kurt's 5-1 in Monday Night Football games. Woohoo! The way you played that game, you could have had Penix playing, and we wouldn't have known the difference. I mean, we probably would have won more, but let's just say, because of the way the game planning was. And I am just fed up with Raheem and his Raheem-isms. You know, and look, keeping accountable. Look, how about this for keeping accountable? Backseat up after the 000 hit the clock. I knew we won, but it sure felt like a lot. Thank you. That's what every content creator was saying. That Marcus from Off the Mark said it. I'm gonna say it. That was a loss. It didn't feel like a win. When the ESPN announcers, and you could give them all the smoke you want, but the one thing I will say, Dan Orlovsky I will say about Riddick, they were being legit. They weren't being biased. That is as 50-50 as you get. And they're looking going, and Louis Riddick goes, he was good, and he hasn't been the same since. And he pointed to New Orleans when they started hitting him, when they started, when they shut him out of the end zone and they couldn't score. And then we have the games lost. And now we have this game, this fresh turd of a game that they got. Now, everybody's going to be like, oh, but we won. We should be happy. All right, go march your ass on a parade and go, throw bouquets if you want to. Here's my problem. I got to think about the Giants this Sunday. And yeah, they're 2-12 also. But here's the thing. All you got to do is play an 8-man front. And why do I keep bringing that up? Because this team exposed themselves. And Raw not willing to go to Penix, who's afraid of the run now? They're going to do everything to stop the run. And I'm going to tell you, don't think Dan Quinn doesn't have a plan for this team. And I'm damn near scared of Carolina. See, it's like this. I'm not worried about Tampa Bay trying to get losses or wins. Because number one, they follow that quarterback. Those players play for each other. They're experienced. What we're not. So, what's my remedy? It's simple. I want everybody gone. From McKay, Beatles, Fontenot, Morris, all y'all catch smoke. Because quite honestly, I don't want to think of another year of Fontenot drafting. I don't want to hear another PC talk from Raw. Beatles, I don't even know what you do. Kaiser Sose, McKay, I really don't want to look at you anymore. Don't you even dare come into the room. He should just get smacked just on principle. And then Arthur Blank, just deal with your son. I mean, I'll deal with that. I'm not mad. I'm not going to call the owner out or in the form of how Ron was doing. My thing is this. I believe Arthur wanted to go with his gut, and everybody was like, no. We got a guy. And the problem was you went with the snake oilsman versus the experience. That's what happened. But my thing is this. They all needs to go. And who should take over? I'll give you a name. I don't care. Either Steve Wilkes or Grable. Give me a guy that like that. Because you know what? When Wilkes was playing with Carolina, coaching them, they played for him. Here's the thing. And not only that, you might want to talk to Jerry Gray, see if he wants to coach.
Good deal. All right, guys. We're going to shift gears to another new segment on the show. And this one is called Falcons GM for Day. Brother Ladarius Brown and his band of renown. If you were the Falcons GM for a day, give me 3 moves. They don't have to be trades. It could be benching some guy, starting some guy. You're the Falcons GM for the day. Give me 3 actions you would take, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, everybody was doing their thing. I got lost in the shelf eating chips. Sorry.
Understood, brother. Understood.
Everyone was passionate. I had some thoughts, but the show we got to keep the train moving. But one of my first moves would be
I'm about to check it.
And I think, and it goes to the, I would actually, and I think I've said this on this show, I would actually bring in an offensive consultant. And the one guy that always stuck out to me was Jim Caldwell, former Colts coach, former Colts and Lions coach.
That was
because to me, when you have a first time coordinator in Zach Robinson, who we saw last night, when it's 3rd and less than 10, you'd be playing in the middle of the field, but we got guys going down the field like nobody's business. And that's it. Listen, That's just inexperience. You get a guy like Jim Caldwell, who's worked under guys like Tony Dungy specifically, understands how to call a game, understands how to, he could be a consultant for all I care, for Raheem Morris. But Raheem Morris has been a head coach in the league, but I would bring in Jim Caldwell. That's one. Move number two is, and it ties to Kirk Cousins, and as much as we want to say it, I'm not upset at the signing because he was the best quarterback available. I'm not upset at the signing. Let's be super clear.
Agreed.
We could be upset at the outcome, but don't be upset at how we got there.
Agreed.
Because that's what was available.
Yep.
But that being said, listen, in the offseason, I'd explore the idea of trading him because we got to understand, other teams may not be suckers because, listen, they're watching this man play football. And like I said, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. This man threw for under 100 yards in front of millions of people in a very expensive, in another expensive stadium against a Raiders team who didn't have two of their best situations. So I'm not saying you get rid of Kurt. What I'm saying is that you explore what's out there, because there are teams who need quarterbacks. And listen, this quarterback class is not great outside of
Shador.
Shador, like what's
there's
Cam
Ward, and I don't know if Quinn Ewers is out there. The quarterback class is not. There's quarterbacks, but are you willing to spend a top 10, 15 pick?
No.
On these guys? And
No.
So when your teams like Ron mentioned, when you got teams like the Giants would be in the market, the Raiders are in the market, the Browns, I don't care what anybody says, they're in the market. Don't let that contract fool you. They're in the market.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins is a very interesting option.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're whoever the GM is, I'd explore that simply because we drafted a guy, we got Penix, so that's something to explore. As a general manager, I would explore that because it's about maximizing the talent on your roster. And I say, if I can find somewhere for Kurt, and then I can take draft picks and I can invest and build around Michael Penix. So, and I think Ryan alluded to, who's on the historian, talked about getting, offensive line help, which was something I would explore because this offensive line. Oh yeah, 117 passing yards. Well, Falcon Commander, it felt like under 100. I
don't know. I want to say it was 93, Ron. Unless I looked at the stats wrong. I think. Well, hold on one sec. I
thought it was maybe when I turned it, maybe he had a pass because I was disgusted after some point.
Let me see.
Was it 117 or something like that?
I'm trying to find it. Give me a sec. All right, so Falcons. No, it was 93, Ron. It was 93 passing yards.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, that's what I saw.
It was 93 passing yards.
Yeah, because I do the Google and I hit player stats and then I hit
No.
So
it was the 20 he threw to the opposing team. I don't know. It was 93 with us.
But like I don't want to take up too much time, so I'll just go to my third point. And so I talked about bringing an offensive guy, but defensively, listen, I think there has to be questions about who's really running this defense. Because, I don't want to, go on the tangent because we had enough of that for one show. But, hell, for two shows for that matter.
Yeah.
But what I will say is this. There has to be a conversation about this coaching staff in the context of Jimmy Lake. And once again, it's similar to Zach Robinson. And C-Dub mentioned the perfect guy who I cannot believe is still out there in Steve Wilkes.
Yeah.
Like go look at Steve Wilkes' work for the 49ers. Go look at when he was the interim head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Go look for that one season in Arizona where, listen, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. That was a Montreal screw job situation there. Nobody was going to win there. He was the odd man out because the Cardinals organization at that time didn't know what they were doing. So we'll just get rid of the guy after one season. He's a great defensive mind. if you're Raheem Morris and if you're serious about winning, to me, yeah, there's plenty of roster changes to make, but we got to start with putting the right people around these players. That to me as a general manager, if I look at this roster, yeah, I'll make moves, but penultimately, I'm looking at Jimmy Lake and I'm like, if Jimmy Lake is not doing, if he's not doing it, look, because at the end of the day, you know, either you can promote. Listen, Jerry Gray is a perfect guy to promote. He understands the system. This man's been a defensive coordinator for the Bills, the Pack. This man has a plethora of experience. And I cannot believe Raheem Morris, a smart guy, you know, looks and like, well, you got Jerry Gray. This guy has called great defense. Go look at those Buffalo defenses. They were pretty good. Yeah. And I you know, so like I said, I took too much time. So those are my three. Back to you.
No, it's all good. And I agree with you. And Ron alluded to Jimmy Gray being the defense coordinator. And, you know, look it. I'm not going to say that Jimmy Gray is calling the defense, but, you know, my mama said a long time ago, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, they do.
Who did they congregate around when they got the interceptions?
It was Jerry
Gray.
Jerry Gray. I think was it Jerry Gray's birthday or something like that, or
I don't even know if it was that, but it's like as soon as they made that big play, they were
surrounding that man. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, C-Dub. I apologize.
No, you're right. You're good.
But these players know what we don't know. Yeah. And sometimes, and like I said, I'll just sneak in a quick point that we talk about the other segment, where understanding this, when we talk about ownership and structure, listen, at the end of the day, Arthur Blank understands, he sees it more than we do. Arthur Blank is not the guy to go in front of people and throw in the bus. And for that guy, I'm not even going to say his name because you said it enough, T. Will. That guy in Dallas, his problem is always going to be his ego. Yes. And listen, and I think it's in the book, with pride cometh before, that's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones would rather let the whole thing burn than to admit that what people were saying was pretty much on point when he hired Jimmy Johnson. And you thought you knew more than Jimmy Johnson, who, by the way, won a national championship at the University of Miami. Oh, by the way, came to the NFL. Yeah, they went and won and whatever, rebuilt, and they drafted some guy's name. Let me get my paper out. Let's see. Troy Aikman. Michael Irvin. Let's see. Gerald Johnston. Really? Emmitt Smith. So I would go for
Michael Irvin, the playmaker.
So listen, ego's a heck of a thing. So,
bro, I'm in so much agreement with you. Some people would rather lose, somebody else's way. Excuse me. They would rather lose their way
than to win by the other person. Yeah.
And look it, there's no room for egos at the top. That's
exactly that. Now, Arthur Blank's not. I mean to cut you off, but the thing is, look at the only two coaches that Jerry Jones never fired. He never fired Jimmy. He never fired Bill Parcells.
Nope.
Because they walked away. They said, well, you know what?
You got it.
Bill Parcells at that point career in Dallas was already a Hall of Fame coach. He came in there and did what he did at New England, what he did for the Jets. He turned around the franchise within 2 years. He's basically like a modern day, like Jim Harbaugh, like what he did for the Niners. He can turn around a team, and you're telling this man he doesn't know what he's doing. He gave you Tony Romo off the street. Tony Romo was begging for change, shaking a cup, and he found him. He found over there in Eastern Illinois where nobody watches.
You know that derby hat he had too, because it actually is perfect. You said that.
It's like that Peaky Blinders looking. Like you found that. He found this guy in Eastern Illinois, and this guy playing quarterback. Who are you? I'm Tony Romo. He found that guy, and you're gonna tell Bill Parcells, and you're gonna tell Jimmy Johnson they don't know what they're doing. Hey, yeah, good luck with where's my list? I didn't mean to go on this tangent, but it happened. So let me get this straight. So Dave Campo was great.
Dave Campo.
Oh yeah, Chan Gailey, great guy, great offensive mind, just a terrible head coach.
Yeah.
You hired Barry. I don't want a Switzer.
Yep.
You hired a guy who essentially ran the team into the ground. Oh yeah. Oh and then all of a sudden when Troy Aikman said he didn't want to play for you, because Barry Switzer couldn't build the team. And what happened with that team? That team slowly went down because Barry Switzer. Notice how Barry Switzer didn't get a second head coaching job in the NFL. Interesting.
Yeah, that very interesting. I wonder why.
So and Jason, Clapper Garrett. So my point is this: as a general manager, I'm looking at Raheem Moore. Do I like the rah stuff? I could do without it. But what I do know as a GM, my job is to look for the best candidate possible. And here's the thing, and I think I've said this once. I'll say it again. If I fire, and Terry, T. Will, you understand this. You work in the world. Listen, if you fire somebody, you got to find somebody better. So I ask people this: if we fire, if you fire Raheem Morris, is it a lock we get Mike Vrabel?
No.
Is it a lock? Because listen, don't let that Belichick nonsense. Belichick's gonna probably stay in North Carolina for a year. Because listen, his buyout goes from like $10 million to $1 million. Listen, so Big Show Goldfield. That's like an 80s sitcom character. But anyway, but to finish my point, as a general manager, and listen, sometimes people understand as fans. Listen, and I'm talking specifically about the coaching. Listen, am I saying Raheem is Bill Belichick? No. But what I'm telling you is this: if you fire Raheem, it's not a guarantee we get the guy that you think we want. Like Mike Vrabel is. Listen, not only do we want him, there's at least 6 other organizations that want him too.
Well, but again, I just brought up names of people I thought of, off the top of the head.
But I think I mentioned the name, and I think we both mentioned the name, and I said Mike Vrabel
or Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, and Steve Wilkes, listen, Mike Vrabel took, he did a great job what he did with Tennessee, and in Tennessee brought a whole new regime. Said, you know what, Mike Vrabel, you're not a great head coach, and then they let him go, and then but as a general manager, I think Raheem Morris, and people are going to like, well, I'm going to say this either. I think he's the right guy for now. Because if you fire Raheem just has to surround himself with better people.
Yes.
Hasn't our parents have told us that? Our parents have said, listen, surround yourself with good people. And wow, and then you're a good person. Right. Surround yourself. That's why I say focus on your staff. Focus on, if you got to move Kurt, cool. But focus on the people around you, because as a general manager, look, I'm looking at listen, Jimmy Lake, didn't that guy, what was his record at Washington? And you brought him to the NFL? Okay. All right. And that was the Pac-12. And the Pac-12 there's only 2 teams left in the Pac-12. That's all you need to know. So, like I said, I've gone too long. Back to you.
All good, brother. C-Dub, you're GM for a day. C-Dub. You make
3 moves I make
in the chat. If you're GM for a day, give me 3 moves you make. GM of the Falcons.
All right.
First of all, before you get started, I love the calendar. Sorry.
Thank you.
It's the ADHD. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop talking now.
It's all good. The daughter decided to get me a new calendar because my calendar's almost done. So she got me a WWE one. So Jay's hanging with me.
That's a good daughter right there. Extra. Yeah. Let's be some Christmas. Yeah. I'm as a prosecutor, I'm also a defense attorney on the side. So back to you.
Well, hey, prayers to my daughter because she was in a car accident yesterday, and it took. Yeah, we got home like at the time of the game, but it was one of those. They ran all the tests. She was released, but she stayed with her friends because they were closer to the hospital. So if anything weird happened, they could go there. So yeah, just car's totaled, but yeah, as I told her, cars could get replaced. So it's all good.
So. She's in our prayers. We're thinking of her.
Man,
thank you.
We're glad.
And Yeah, so your boy had an up and down day. Highs of a trash can coming home, and down of a daughter being in a car accident. And then even worse when I watched this game. Thanks, Val. And by the way, so my lady upstairs is watching Fox 5 News because she doesn't get to watch the news now because she's always working. But she watched, and the scroll line said the Falcons did their best to beat the Raiders.
Mm.
And she came downstairs and asked me while the debate of Jerry Jones was going on, the passion of Jerry Jones, was, didn't you say the Raiders were 2-11?
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, they're 2-11. She goes, they just said that they're, what's it called? She's like, they just said that they did their best to beat the Raiders. I said, that's how it felt.
Mm.
So 3 moves I would make. I'm firing Raheem. I mean, look, guys, especially if you don't make the playoffs. All right.
Okay.
So the next one I'm doing, because if you fire Raheem, everyone's got to go. All right. And Terry's gone with it too, because actually he doesn't have an extension. So there's no firing him. His contract gets, just, you're not renewing him. So my moves as the GM, C-double, I'm qualified in many Maddens and NBA 2K. I build championship teams. So what number one I would do is I would trade Kirk Cousins, or I want to make sure Kurt's 100% though. I want to find out if Kurt's healthy. But yeah, if I could trade Kurt, I will. If not, I'm pushing him to retire. Because let's put it this way. Kurt's 36. Aaron Rodgers is 41. They both had the same injury. So take that for what you want. And then the next one is, like you said, I got to try to get something for Kyle Pitts. Because here's the deal. Warner can play tight end. Go get you another tight end. Get you a guy that can flex into the fullback position, that can make some plays. And I think that would help. And then the defense, your draft needs to be focused on the defense. Now, the guy I would replace Raw with is I would look at Wilkes. I would look at him first. I would look at Jim Cardwell. And I would even look at, and then as a defense coordinator, I actually would go with Chuck Smith. Because I've always said you need, it's almost time that we do what other teams do, as in, okay, what is it what's one of the cool things about the Lions? Dan Campbell, former Lion, former tight end, he knows how to play this game. So, and he's got that command of the locker room. He's got other players as his, coordinators. All right. So you kind of see that. And that's why I'm like going, look, will it work? I don't know. But that's the beauty of what we see. I see it one way. Terry's going to see it another. Ladarius is going to see another. I just feel there has to be a penalty, though, when you run your mouth about the team saying, we're just a quarterback away, and you see what happened, and you're standing on that quarterback the whole season when all you have to do is pivot. And yeah, would it be a little harder? Yes. Because you're going to depend on Penix. You're going to, need that running game to be better. You got to have that special teams better. But last I checked, when you have a team of 52, don't everybody needs to contribute? I mean, I'm asking, so my question, so that's where I'm saying you had your chance, Ra. This is your second full year. This year, you wanted your coaches and your quarterback. And you kept saying we were a quarterback away. You made that very clear in the interviews. Hey,
This is his first year, C-Dub.
Well, no. I say second because he was the interim, and then not just that. I look at the Buccaneers gig. He was the head coach there for 3 years. So what I'm saying is, you have to show. Okay, yes, my ideal plan would be Kirk, but obviously Kirk fell off a cliff. He ain't recovering. I need to pivot. Look, the announcers kept saying the same thing. Kirk doesn't move. So, that doesn't, to me, look, is he going to probably stay? He'll probably stay because he's raw and he'll smile the whole time. But I'm just saying, if I was the GM, if I was calling the shots, that's what I would do.
Gotcha. Ronnie Thomas, your GM for the Falcons. Give me your 3 moves you make, brother. Ron, you out there? Oh, Ron.
Yes.
You're GM of the Falcons, Ron. Congratulations. You are now GM of the Atlanta Falcons. Give me the 3 moves you make.
Bye, Raheem. Deuces. I keep Jimmy Lake.
You keep Jimmy Lake?
I keep Jimmy Lake. He been improving. We getting sacks. We getting to the quarterback.
Wait a minute. You keep Jimmy Lake?
Wait a minute. We're going. There's a challenge flag on the field. There's a challenge flag on the field thrown by T. Will. We're going to take a commercial break.
God.
Can I finish?
I'm going to let you finish. Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
We getting to the quarterback. We getting sacks. That what you pointed out the last time, right? Right, T-Will? Right?
Ron, you know that's not
No. Don't go around the bush.
Not Jimmy's doing. You know Jimmy's not calling this defense, Ron.
Well, okay.
Listen. It's a Milli Vanilli situation going on. All right,
let me finish.
C-Dub got it.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I bring in Rex Ryan.
You're bringing Milli Vanilli.
I bring in Rex Ryan to be my head coach. What I've been saying, he bring energy. He do. And we need energy. Rex Ryan know how to be a head coach. He do. He know more stuff than Raheem. He had got to the AFC Championship game 2 times. Had Raheem as a head coach got there? No. Has not got nowhere near it. Not even to the NFC Championship game. So I bring Rex Ryan. Now for my OC, I bring in the OC that Tom Brady had in on Tampa Bay.
Leftwich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll remain here until OC for us. Because he know how to use everybody. He know how to come up with better play calling. He used the running game more. He will use everybody on our offense. What Zach Robinson don't do. He don't do that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Last night, all the wide receivers up 20 yards?
Yeah,
20 yards.
I can give you that. That there were the play calls left something to be desired. I want to sing "Girl, You Know It's True" so bad, but I won't.
Blame it on the drain. It was clogged and frogged.
Ron, you know Jimmy's not calling that damn defense.
Wait a minute.
Gary Gray is Jerry Gray is offended by that comment.
Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it.
Defensive coordinator. Who is
Cut that record off. I'm singing.
Who is it? What it say?
Huh?
When it say Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator, what do it say? Who name right there?
That's in name only.
That's a name. That's in perpetuity.
Hold on. Time out.
Marriages I won't even call out, bro.
Hold on. Jerry Gray walks up and just wipes it off, and you see Jerry Gray.
Okay, then I will say
It's
Jerry
me.
Gray then. Well, it's Jimmy Lake. That's what it said.
I'm not even mad, Ron. Ron, you made me
Blame
laugh.
it on the stars.
Hey, we got to laugh from crying.
I mean, after that Jerry Jones debate, we needed some levity.
Hey, look, Ron and I are passionate, man. Look, I respect how he feels. I just couldn't agree with it. Not because I hate Jerry Jones. It's just
blame it on the stars.
So you're the GM, Ron. So you keep
blame it on the rain.
You bring in Rex Ryan.
Yeah,
that's the second move. Mm-hmm. And I guess your third is you fire Raheem. All right, cool. So now it's my
wow, boy.
It's Big T Will. All right.
Boo.
So whatever. My first move, I'm gonna keep Raheem. Okay. Kirk has got to go. His ass has got to be on the first thing smoking. I'm trading him for draft picks.
That's two.
I'm trading. Kyle and Kirk, I'm packaging together. Okay.
Oh,
so they're
like
both
perfect
going.
Strangers. Gotcha. I see what you're doing there. Okay.
They're both going, right? and
I will be happy.
My follow-up combo moves. I'm gonna make Jerry Gray my defensive coordinator, and I'm gonna get Zach Robinson, an assistant, older, former offensive coordinator who can get his ass in line and tell him, look it, dude, when it's 3rd and 5, you don't have to send everybody on 20-yard go routes. Okay? You don't have to do that. Send somebody on a damn slant. Send somebody else on the drag. Bro, if you play that shit in Madden, you can't stop it. If you're in a zero blitz and you run a drag, you can't stop that. The guy can run forever. Okay, Zach? That's all I'm saying. Those are my 3 moves as GM for a day. All right. Now we're gonna lighten the mood because C-Dub says it got too serious in here. And we're gonna play some Falcons trivia. And I'm gonna announce it, damn it.
It's Falcons trivia with T. Will Trebek. What is code? Doo-doo-ba-doo. Co-written by C-Dub and the Dare.
Oh man, you guys are making me laugh. All right, Falcons trivia, guys. And you know what? So the past couple of weeks have been a little easy.
What is Djibouti? What is Djibouti? That's the answer, right?
You said what?
The capital of Djibouti is Djibouti. That's one of the questions, right? Yeah. It is. It's
oh my God! Stop.
It is. Look it up on Google. It is.
I believe you, Ron. I believe you.
Ron, what? Sir.
I'm sorry. Only Ladarius would know that. Only Ladarius.
You know what, Ron? I'd be offended too. We're both offended.
Ron,
how you doing, man?
So I
Oh.
gotta turn around. Every now and then, it will make me feel a little bit lonely, like I'm not around.
God.
Every now and then I fall apart. Will is still around me, and he's still saying things offensive to me. No breakfast in sight, and I gotta take your stuff through the end of the show. I don't need this tonight. Well, I ain't trying to get this show.
You're not getting any breakfast. Forever's gonna come tonight. All right.
Want to come again? I knock at T Will's door. You better hand me $20. I'm going to McDonald's and get me some McGriddle.
Oh, you should have said something with the cup. It would have been great. It would have rhymed. All right.
Leave the music to me, and you do what you do.
I
whatever this is. Whatever this.
I'm Timberland, baby. I know
Well,
this.
how you doing?
Hey, get another record out, pal. Get another record.
Oh wow! Okay.
Call
How
Nelly.
you doing,
Call Nelly
man?
Furtado. Get another song going, pal.
My name is Darius. No.
Yeah, and
Better
I'm
call
Ron.
somebody.
So,
Falcons trivia.
I'm as old as Kurt.
What was the first year the Atlanta Falcons played in the NFL? What was the first
1890.
What was the first year the Atlanta Falcons played in the
Okay,
NFL?
so clearly T. Will had to be at least 50 years before T. Will was born. Clearly,
Yeah.
So clearly, so he was around with the leather helmet. So clearly, so
wow.
he knows Red Grange and all
Red
those
got
guys.
it. Red got it. Look at Red on it this morning. Red says 1966. You are correct, sir.
But
You
did he put
are
it in the form of a
correct.
question though? I don't know.
Well, this isn't Falcons Jeopardy. This is that's
wow.
Friday. This is Falcons trivia.
Yeah, this is yeah.
Okay, all right. You're right.
You're right. Yeah.
You're right. You're right, C-Dub. You're absolutely right, C-Dub.
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
who this other.
Oh,
You're
wow.
right, C-Dub. You're absolutely right.
Oh my God. Okay, whatever. I deserve it. I did call you. I deserve it. So
Yo, what did you call me? Yeah. Two different people. Two different states. Two different states. So we share one thing in common. Audience, you can figure that out. I'm not gonna go that route. That's you.
All right.
They're very happy men.
Who was the first coach for the Atlanta Falcons? Who was the first coach for the Atlanta Falcons? And nobody's gonna get this.
Is it Norm Van Brocklin?
That is a good guess, but no. That is a very good guess, but no.
I think he coached later.
Chief Wahoo McDaniel.
No. It was
Oh
not.
man!
I might as well throw him out there.
Who is? I'm gonna say Soul Man Rocky Johnson. I guess that's right too. Great.
Oh, jeez. Well, no, Novus was the football player. He was the first.
It's not Barnett or.
Oh, he got it. Okay, Falcon Commander. Although it's not Jeopardy, but it's Norm Hecker, and he's right.
Norm Hecker. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
What'd you call it?
He's a heckler.
Oh, no, he's a hacker. Oh, Hecker runs with the word that me and C-Dub love to talk about. We're not going to say
Oh wow!
It's a morning show. That's for the afternoon, evening show.
Wow.
Of course, we mean Becker. So I don't know what you guys are thinking about.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Boris Becker was one of our favorite guys ever.
Also,
great tennis player.
Show with Ted Danson. Great comedy.
Yeah, great. Oh, that's a great show.
Yeah.
Yes, Ted Danson. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
T. Will not so much, but Becker's a great show.
Whatever. All right. In what Super Bowl? Give me the number of the Super Bowl that the Falcons and the Broncos played. What was the number? For example, the Falcons and the
He's gonna talk to us like it's Sesame Street. Here we go.
Played in Super Bowl 51. What number?
Yeah, we know what numbers are.
Oh my God. Okay. What number was the Super Bowl the Falcons and Broncos played in?
Was it 30, 31?
You're close. 19? No, you're close.
No. I didn't give an answer, Trebek. Calm down.
28.
You said what? No, I wasn't 28, Ron.
Okay, Super Bowls in 1967. It's not 37. I know it's not 40. I think the Steelers played in Super Bowl 40.
Not 40.
It's in the
33?
Yes. 33 is correct. 33 is correct. Very good. Very good. All right, so you guys got it. That's been
yeah. Great segment. A new host possibly in question. But
well, how you doing, man?
Hey, the Darius, how you doing over there, man? How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm just the ignored person because the name blockers got me blocked.
Yeah, you're blocking. Yeah, you know.
Hold on, my hand will be my avatar now. Hey, how you doing, guys?
Can you do that hand on? Is that appropriate?
How you doing,
Ron, it's good to see you. You look different.
No, wait, no.
Darius.
No. I'm Ron. That's Ladarius. Remember? So,
girl, you know it's true. All right.
We know that T-Will don't know names. Yeah.
I'm 54. Sometimes I forget.
You're not 60. Stop it.
By the wrong name. I don't mean.
Hold on. You got it. Hold on. You know, it's easy for T. Will to forget names because he does it all the time at the house. He's like, "Hey, honey, oh."
I do.
But no. See, remember he named all those women from Magic City. He knew those names real quick.
Oh yeah. He got those names on lockdown, bro.
Oh yeah. You got selective memory, my guy.
Let me say
Selective memory.
I do not ever forget my wife's name because there's nobody that holds a candle.
No, we know that, but we're talking about when you were talking about Magic City. No. When we talk about Magic City, you knew Jasmine and Diamond and Sapphire. You knew all of that.
That doesn't mean I call them. Well, first off,
but I'm Ron and he's Ladarius. You know what? Just take it as you will, folks. Take it as you will.
They're all fictitious names, okay? They're fictitious.
You sure about that? I don't know. Those names sound legit.
I couldn't
too legit to quit, but they're real names. They're real names.
Next thing, hold on, we go to Magic City. Hold on, we would like to see this, and next thing you know, they all walk out, and we're like, Terry,
where's Terry?
Anyway,
where's our money, Terry? It's a great question. I can't help you. I'm a guest.
That's it. You gave us food stamps, Terry.
Oh my God! Oh,
Monopoly money was not real money.
I tried to pay I tried to go to McDonald's. They laughed me out. They said a $5 bill is not purple.
You guys are just too much, man.
And that's why we're the morning crew.
Let's go inside the numbers of our next opponent. So we got the Giants. Ladarius, and I did get the name right. This is normally your segment, sir.
But
So,
which one?
No. Which you gotta be specific, pal. You talking about me?
Ladarius, please stand up. Please stand up.
I'm not standing up on the chair. You're gonna see something you don't want to see. So I suggest you leave the sitting part.
Oh my God.
Just say the man with glasses. That's all you had to say. My God, Terry.
I have glasses.
Everybody, but listen, you look nothing like me. Everybody knows that. Listen, you're caramel, I'm chocolate. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay. Decide the numbers.
Yeah. Thank you, C-Dub. Thank you, Ron, and whoever that guy in the middle is. That guy's a real jagoff. Man, how does this guy get a job?
Oh my
God. Inside the numbers with Ladarius.
Thank you, C-Dub, everybody, with the great work, C-Dub. And Ron, how are you, Ron? And anyway, now let's go inside the numbers here.
Oh my God.
We are facing the New York Football Giants, and so I usually like to give 3 or 4 stats on each side of the football. So let's start with the Giants offense. Now, the Giants, listen, when we get to their offense, listen, in the red zone, I think the 3 of us are pretty better in the red zone than the Giants are this season.
Yep.
They're 32nd in red zone scoring percentage at just 42.1%. So essentially, they get in the red zone. It's a turnover. It's missed field goal. It's something happens down there, and they just don't come away with points more often than not. But
suck is what you're saying.
I'm sorry. Who was this guy again? I don't know.
Oh
anyway.
my God! Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't feel so great, caramel, doesn't it? Now, anyway. Now, caramel Timberland. That's insulting to Timberland, right? Yeah, I know. Anyway. But I like to do comparisons to them, how they play away from MetLife, because statistically they're a little bit better on the road in that category. They're 20th at 52.6%. So they figure it out away from MetLife, and that's going to be a common theme with this team offensively, where they seem to struggle at home for some reason and kind of do a little bit better on the road. And shifting gears, listen, they're 7th overall in plays per game at 64.4. So they're on the field a lot. They're a top 10 team. They run a lot of plays, successful plays. That's a matter of opinion, but nonetheless, they do run a lot of plays, and they keep opposing defenses on the field. Now on the road, they're better. In fact, they're third. They're third in plays per game on the road at 65. So it's slightly better, but what they do is, listen, on the road, they keep teams opposing defenses on the road, on the field, I should say. And so that and also affects time of possession, things of that nature. Now we talk about one last offensive stat, and that's this. That guy in the middle space. I never get that guy's name. Jerry. I don't know that guy's name. Anyway.
I thought his name was Melvin.
I thought it was Mellifluous. I don't know. Alphaba? Oh no, that's Wicked. Sorry.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
sorry. Define gravity everywhere we go. Now, yeah, we know stuff. Yeah, I'm multifaceted. Now, now let's talk about like the second half. 8.1 points per game in the second half. Now I'm gonna let you guys guess where that ranks in the league.
Last.
Tied for 31st. Close.
Oh,
Close.
Who's worse than that? Damn.
Yeah, it's bad. I was like, wait. As a man who looks at numbers, I went, my God, is somebody worse than that?
Damn. That's wow. That's impressive. That's
like you look at someone like red flag photo. How many? If they have a filing cabinet, that's not good. But anyway,
that is bad.
But on the road, they average slightly more at 10 points per game in the second half. Now, defensively, here comes the situation here. Now, they blitz 24.7% of the time per drop back. That's the 11th most in the National Football League. So that front seven is gonna dial up some blitzes to get in the backfield. So, and given how Kirk Cousins has, the offensive line has looked great, but this is going to probably be one of their bigger challenges of the season, facing that front seven, who's been good all season despite the offense not being so great. Now, here's something interesting. We talk about the passing game, and we talked about Kirk Cousins. If there was a game for him to get better in the we all thought it would be the Raiders, right? Yeah, about that. But
yeah.
So for the Giants, they give up 106.5 opposing quarterback rating. That's 31st in the National Football League. So this team will allow you to throw the football. It's just, can you get it there if you're Kirk Cousins? Like it's not bashing. It's not like comic view. We're not bashing Kirk Cousins comedy hour, but it's when you put up 100. So thank you, Darius. I meant Ron. I'm sorry. Yeah. So
I am.
So, but when we talk about it, also listen, they give up yards on the ground too. 4.9 opposing yards per rush attempt. That's tied for 31st. So they will allow you. So that's good news. That's good news for Bijan, because after what we saw on Monday night. But even better, they give up 5.4 opposing yards per rush attempt on the road, and that's last in the National Football League. So like and listen, like I say, that Brian Burns, like that front seven, it's gonna come. So the key is, listen, and I said this, it's the same thing I said last week. Kurt has to get the ball out of his hands quicker. Simple slant routes, drag routes. Get the ball out of his hands quick as humanly possible. Because if you don't, like we talk about, the Raiders didn't have Max Crosby. But listen, the Giants are good enough, and that defensive front seven, don't sleep on this team. The Falcons will likely be favored, and that's just because of the Giants' offense is bad. And but that Giants defense is the real deal. And so I said it. Listen, Kurt's got to get his hands. Listen, we saw some of that with Kyle and with Drake, but we need to see more of it. And then listen, if we could run, we could probably run the ball the same way. Because listen, they're not great at stopping the run, but the key is simply this: Kurt has to get the ball of his hands quicker. Because listen, he can't throw those deep passes like he used to. You got to get at your hands quicker. Utilize Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod. Use these quick guys, simple slants. Like do what we talked about. Brett Favre, which I don't like saying his name on a show, but for a multitude of reasons. Which I'll share with you guys after the show why. There's a big reason why. But Brett was always great at getting the ball of his hands really fast. 3-step and throw it. That's what Kurt has to. The older your career, them steps get a little bit less. So you gotta do that. So that's our inside look at the opponent inside the numbers.
Good deal. All right, guys.
Oh, well, you're really excited about that. Thanks. All right.
Oh no, man! I know. I'm about to get into the final segment which is final thoughts. And Ladarius, since you are already on the camera,
I know why he's doing this, and it's not a good reason. It's not a
oh
good reason.
my goodness, go ahead and share your final thoughts, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. But I think he's aggravated with me. We'll find out after this.
Aggravated with you. I'm not. I'm not. Look, I'm not.
I am not aggravated with you.
Yeah, you heard that.
This is what Ladarius and I do. Okay, this is the dance we dance. All right.
Wait.
Ladarius
I hope.
and I
Listen, you
take
got two left feet. I hope I'm dancing because the older you get, I got to hold you up and prop you up a little bit. But anyway,
I get it. I'm old. I understand.
Come on, Dad. I gotta come on.
It's all good. It's all
What's
good.
my name? Ron?
Whoa, wait.
Pause.
Yeah, that's definitely a pause there.
Yeah.
Go
we
ahead.
We didn't have a pause the whole show, so you're welcome.
Okay. All right. Final thoughts. What you got, brother?
Well, first of all, great show, everybody. Great, all of that. Ron, C-Dub, other guy I can't think of, but
that dude,
yeah, Timberlake, yeah, same person.
Timber.
I think this is a situation where I'll just be quick. I think as a fan base, we're at a crossroads in how we feel about this team, because not all wins are wins, and I think that's how a lot of us feel about that game on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like a Pyrrhic victory, where like we won, but we kind of lost a lot in the process.
Yeah.
So use old mill. Yeah, but it felt like a very Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah.
Where we won, but man, we lost a lot. We're not talking injury wise, but a lot of confidence was lost in that team against the 2-11 team looking to lose. So I think
play on film as well.
Yeah,
that's a part of it because other teams saw it.
Yeah, and so it basically got us exposed because, like, listen, they win, but they're not winning in the ways that most teams do. And other teams like, hey, if we just shut down this, we can do that.
Yeah.
But what I will say going to this Giants game and going back into the numbers, as I alluded to, listen, if you're Zach, you have to create a game. If you're going to keep starting Kurt, design the game plan around Kurt and what he can do, which it doesn't feel like it's much. But like I allude to, I cannot emphasize enough, get the ball out of his hands because, like you said, T-Will, the best routes is those slants and drags. A lot of these, because basically you're looking at linebackers and not there's great coverage linebackers, but some of these linebackers aren't great at doing that. They're not, going left to right. So, and then you have mismatches in, especially at Kyle Pitts. It's a huge mismatch.
Yes.
We all say we want to get rid of him, but we understand that, you look at him as a basketball player, he can literally block somebody out, just get the ball to him. And if they touch him, then it's a pass interference call. We saw that, I think it was with Hawkinson, last night. He blocked out the guy, and we saw refs threw the flag. So we just have to maximize what we have, period. It's sometimes, listen, a carpenter is only as good as the tools they have in the toolbox.
Agreed.
So that's all I got to say. Great show, everyone. Thank you, chat, for everything, and back to you.
Agreed. 100%. Ronnie Thomas, final thoughts. Hold on, let me get you on here. Jesus, every time I switch screens. Okay. All right, Ronnie Thomas, final thoughts. What you got, brother?
Kirk Cousins, you got to play better.
Yeah, agreed.
Zach Robinson, you got to coach better.
100%. 100%. 130%.
Raheem Morris, you got to show some kind of attitude.
He's got to do something. You gotta. Yeah. Go ahead.
You got, like the young kids say, you got to turn up on the sideline. We just don't want to see in the locker room. We want to see on the sideline. When you turn up, you bring energy to the offense and defense. We got to see that, Raheem Morris. And somebody not playing that game, you got to tell them, man up.
Fair enough.
No ifs, buts about it. and you got the man up. The next game, somebody got to hold Raheem Morris accountable. That the word for today, accountable.
Accountability. I got you.
Accountability.
I got you.
So, T-Will, we got to hold you accountability for messing up our name.
I'm not giving you $75 damn dollars.
It's going up to 85 by how we looked last night.
I'm not giving you shit. Okay.
It's going up to 85.
Wait. Are you saying Timberland has no money? Oh man.
You know what I'm about to do?
How the mighty have fallen.
Man, how many gold
I'm about
records?
to drop your ass down on the low rung for bringing that shit up. Bro.
Listen,
You better tell somebody.
Trying to.
So,
breaking news: Timberland broke? Question mark. Details at 11.
He must have let Rod touch his money.
I don't.
All right.
Hey, you want this gold plate?
Attack my pockets.
I mean, you got to throw it out there, but I mean, we're just trying. We weren't saying nothing.
You're the one with the hits. Don't get mad at us, pal. What you did with your money,
well,
right?
We're not getting no breakfast.
Look.
And I'm not going to. And I'm
you didn't have to tell us you were gonna sign up with the crypto Haktua girl. I mean, that was your decision, man. I mean, we couldn't stop you.
I know you, pal.
All right.
Crypto Haktua girl to sign up with her cryptocurrency. So no, thank you.
All right.
Final thoughts. What you got, brother?
Oh, it went to Magic City. Got it. Right back to you, C-Dub.
Oh, 112.
Oh wow.
Peaches and Cream wanted to say thank you. All right.
Or it went to
Peaches and cream.
Oh
wow. So, he's got to eat that healthy stuff now. Anyway, so
whoa. That's another pause. 2 pauses in 10 minutes. Not good. We were doing great. I started and then C-Dub finished it. That feels right.
You started.
All right. My final thoughts. Will the real defensive coordinator, aka Jerry Gray, please stand up? Not you, Jimmy. Also, big shout out to the special teams coach. Decided to show up. Now, the big thing is this, though, folks. Was that because we played a 2-11 team that's now 2-12? Or is that just because we just had really one of those games? I'm going to say because we played a sucky team. So I like popping balloons. Let's pop. Now, we are about to play the Giants. So everything we say, throw it out the window because whatever you think this Falcon team's going to do, they will do whatever they want. So this next game is going to be the game before Christmas. Prepare for your Christmas to be pissed on like someone peeing in your Cheerios. Mm-hmm. I just have a feeling that, look, we got old man Kurt, who's 36. First of all, I'm 47. I think I move better in a pocket than he does. Mm-hmm. Secondly, this man, it's like I'm waiting for Raheem to bring him out in the wheelchair like Arthur did Mike Vick. And he's like, all right, you ready to play, Grandpa? Kirk goes, yes, grandson, I am. Hold on, get my poons ready. Okay, I still got it, boys. Oh, I didn't see that guy out there. He's fast. Anyway, so
I dropped my butterscotch candy.
Let me get my butterscotch. That was open. Oh, that's some good stuff. And Michael Penix is looking, staring, like, I'm gonna beat this old cracker. I'm gonna take his job. I'm gonna take his money. And I mean, I'm telling you, it's time. I need somebody to do a Buddy Ryan to go Gilbride. Do it in the what you call it, in the panels or whatever they do from the perch. I want to see someone just punch Zach in there. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, "What are you doing? I am not standing for this." And I want chaos. Especially if I gotta see my family, because see, they look at me and they go, "You podcast about the Falcons?" Oh, and of course, the first thing my dad tells me, "Oh, you must tell people that how great they are and how wonderful." I looked at him. I was like, "Do you know who I am? I don't do that. I refuse." He goes, "Wait a minute. There are people like you." I go, "Yes."
Yeah.
And there are people like Terry that believe in the best. But don't worry, Rob will break them. And sure enough, Kurt has broken Terry. Terry was positive. Terry had a smile on his face. Now Terry wants to curse the world because of Kirk Cousins' old ass.
Still positive, but look,
No, you're not. You're positive that Kirk Cousins is getting old. You're positive that he's turning to Brett Favre. He can't even throw the ball downfield.
still think we can make the playoffs.
Oh, okay, never mind, Dad. I was hoping, Father, I let you down.
There's positivity, and then there's delusion. I'm not.
Yeah. Daddy, I'm sorry. See, I'm trying, people. I'm trying to be positive, but here's the problem. When you see dog crap on TV and everyone's saying it's dog crap, what are you supposed to do? Go, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Because that's what Raheem was doing in that press conference. Yes, Kirk did great with that touchdown pass. Everyone goes, well, what about the interception? We're talking about the touchdown pass, Coach. He threw that ball beautifully to London. What about that batted pass? Why couldn't he throw more? We're talking about the touchdown pass, people. This is what our Falcons are. And folks, if you like the Falcons, just keep on, stay in the ride, because I'm going to tell you, are there more ups? I don't know. There probably aren't. But I guarantee we're all going to have a fun ride regardless.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'm going to go last on final thoughts.
Oh, boy. Great.
Yes, I'm going to go last. That's right.
What an ego. What an ego.
My co-host.
All ego team.
Ego.
All right. So, boy, wow, so much. Look,
there's that age kicking in. There it is.
There's still a path forward. Okay, as dismal as things seem, as devoid of hope as some of us are, there is still a path forward. Okay, there's still a path forward. Now it is. Are we bold enough to take it? Is another question. I am a Falcon fan till the day I die. I will never give up hope. Hope is not delusion. Hope is not delirium. Hope is hope. Stop.
I'm trying to be positive. I don't know what they were trying to do. I'm trying to put.
We're the band playing down with the ship. The ship is going down, but we're gonna play the music because that's what we're doing.
What I am saying, guys, look, you play 17 whole games for a reason. The Bucs still have to win all 3. Anything can happen. All we need to do is figure out a way to win out. Now, hopefully, when these guys look at this tape, honesty is going to compel them to either really do what we said as far as the game plan is concerned for Kirk. Look, on 3rd and 6, you don't need to send everybody 20 yards down the field. Okay, you need one guy on a slant and one guy on a drag, and maybe they go in opposite directions. And you got it. If you don't, maybe you go deep. You can't cover everybody, but you can't send everybody 20 yards down the field. So that's the first thing, Zach. We need you to look at this past game plan and be honest and assess Kirk as to where he is, not where you think he is, where he is, and let's make a competent game plan that we can execute. That's number one. Number 2, to the extent that you can't do that, and it's going to take brutal and blatant honesty, then let's pass the torch. Let's go ahead and move on to Penix. Let's move on to Penix. And if Kirk is hurt, give him some time. But as far as I'm concerned, it is Penix time. That time has arrived. You are 1 game behind the Bucs. The season is a failure if you do not make the playoffs It is full speed ahead, attention on deck, everybody firing on the same cylinders. Okay? Defense, Jerry Gray, you are doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Keep doing that. Jerry Gray, I'm sorry, Jimmy, Jerry, whoever.
No, you said it right the first time. You said it right the first time. Don't worry.
No.
Keep calling the defense. Kadero Hodge, you are the special teams player of the year. And the way this offense is playing, we're going to need you to be that every game. Maybe you don't block a kick every game, but we need that sort of attention to detail. We need to have positive encounters on every special teams because we may have to overcome the offense. So defense, again, kudos to you. You guys got 4 sacks last night. Great job. You got 2 interceptions. Great job. You got 1 fumble recovery. Great job. Let's keep doing that. Raheem, hey man, love you. Love your speeches. Love how passionate you are. But at some point, Raheem, extreme positivity can become delirium if you do not address issues. Great that Kirk got a touchdown last night, but he was awful. He was awful last night. And I love Kirk. I'm glad we signed him. Look, I don't have an issue with you signing Kirk because he was the best player available. There was no way to predict that Kirk would play like this. So I don't blame you or anyone for signing him. But we are where we are, Raheem. And if you have aspirations of getting to the playoffs, you have to make a decision. And that decision is we need to bring in Penix. Because from what I'm seeing, he can't be worse than Kirk. Now, maybe you have a run-centric game plan for the Giants, but we can't keep doing what we did. I'm convinced that the only team we beat is the team we played last night. If we play that way, 31 other teams we lose. All right? Or 30 other teams we lose. There are 32 in the league. So the 30 other teams in the league, if we played the way we played the Raiders, we lose. Raheem, it is time, sir. It is time. It is time. It is past time. Look it. I love you, Falcons. I love you. We've been through it. We've been through this long love affair for 47 years. I love you guys. I watch you guys. I want you guys to do well. But damn it, it is time to move on to Penix. That's all I got to say. Everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We do this for you. We have a love for you and our beloved Falcons, and we love the fact that you join us every typical Monday, but today is Tuesday, every For the Morning show. We really appreciate your love and support. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment, if you will, on, what you like or, changes or any ideas that you have. We welcome it. We appreciate you guys. We thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world. We thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you. Fellas, tell everybody where they can find you. Ronnie, we're going to start with you because we know you got 38 shows. And we know you're going to forget one. So, C-Dub, be ready.
First, I got to give a shout out to my wife. She got put up with my crazy shit. We come to this team. Then y'all can find me at Talk Your Ears. Come on Tuesday nights around 8. Well, tonight coming on 10 o'clock. So we doing a show with somebody else tonight. So then you can find me on Pops and the Henry Brothers. Come on Thursday nights around 10 o'clock. Then you can find me on the Big Game show. Come on Wednesday nights.
And Tuesday nights as well.
And Tuesday nights.
Go do that.
I'll forget every week. Then you can find me on the eye test. Come on Wednesday nights around 8 o'clock. And you can find me right here Mondays, Tuesdays now, around 8 in the morning. Thank you, T-Will. With no breakfast. No pancakes, no waffles, none of that.
And Friday night. Right?
night.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. You did good, Ronnie. You did good.
Mm-hmm.
You did good. You did good. You did good. C-Dub, tell them where they can find you.
C-double-28 on YouTube. We are now today. I'm gonna be doing some things, so I may not have a beard game show. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm remiss. Ron, you and your lovely wife just celebrated a 15-year anniversary. Did you not?
Yes.
So congratulations.
Oh wow! Congrats,
Ron and his lovely wife, and his lovely wife has to have the patience of Job to deal with him for 15 years. So here's to you, Mr. Thomas. Hey.
And we always know April's watching, because if it's not April, we know it's Ron.
That she is my better half, but I put it in God's hands. Without God, me and her would not be together. So
amen. And that any of us, Ron. That you're right. You're right. I like that you said that. Look, if you don't have God in your relationship, you're not going to have a relationship for very long. So I agree with that 100%. And I just want to congratulate you and your lovely wife being together for 15 years. I think that's great. And I can say that too. My wife is my better half.
My better half, my soulmate, my ride or die chick.
My wife makes me better. She does. And Lord knows she's been patient. You know, Lord knows yes. So I agree with you 100%. All right, C-Dub. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I just wanted to.
No, you're good.
Go ahead, C-Dub.
No, you're good. You're good. Totally understand. So, all right, let's hit this thing real quick. So, my feeling about this is simple. C-double-28, C-double YouTube, and then C-double-28 on TikTok, and then C-double-AWTN on Twitter. Like I said, today's show I may delay, or I just might hold off. I don't know, because also next week is Christmas Eve, guys. So yeah. So our shows will be interesting for the C-double camp. So because I'm not gonna ask guys to come on shows on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So I'll talk with everyone and I'll try to figure out what we'll do. But today, it depends on how everything rolls with the daughter and also with family, and we'll see how it goes. So there might be a show, there might not. I'm sorry. Normally I could be more concrete, but it's just one of those things. So we'll talk. And like I said, let's hope to see you all again.
All right. Ladarius Brown and his band of renown, tell these folks where they can find you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, first of all, I see Terry kept himself in the big box while he kept us in the small box.
Yeah, I noticed that too, bro.
You know.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
King Petty, 365.
Captain Ego.
Leave here.
King of Petty. Oh God.
You know, it reminds me. Yeah, I'm gonna find a crown. I'm gonna find a crown.
We'll go to Burger King. We're gonna make him a crown.
No.
He's King of Petty.
King of Petty. Even my own mama would say, yeah, he's a little bit petty. Yeah,
bro.
You should. I'm about to get off.
I'm a Scorpio. We are the pettiest people on earth, and he's pettier than me.
Well, listen, I'm the one fish that just didn't take didn't accept the upstream and stuff. So
I
was the one. I'm like, why would I gotta go upstream? Why can't they go upstream? And I'm like, and then I was told to leave the pond. So I was doing in a not so nice way, but words were said that I can't say on this show. But I'm a man of faith. I can't say those words on this show.
Oh my goodness!
But you can find me at Twitter and TikTok at Ladarius _Brown, and on Instagram Ladarius _Brown. You can find me a writer and editor for Beyond Women's Sports. I just put out an article. I put an article not too long ago. I put one about Caitlin Clark, and then I put out another one fairly recently about the USA swimming. With a passion of mine. And NFL preview will come up for the Thursday night football game. We'll be up likely, if not later today, then likely tomorrow, the day before, and to my future wife, if you're listening, I'm sorry, about the pettiness in advance.
Oh,
I apologize.
I love it.
Certain people in this show just brings it out. I'll give you a clue. It's not Ron. It's not C-Dub, and of course, it's not me. Why would it be me? I'm not a narcissist. All right. So we all know who it is. So future wife, if you're watching, and if the pettiness increases, I was on this show, and then so it probably happened after I was on this show. So, because like I say, Ron's a good man, C-Dub's a good man, and I think that's about it. So, so back to you in the studio, into your music studio, or whatever you got back there.
I got a feeling I'm not invited to the wedding. Okay, so
listen, those spidey senses are stronger than you think.
Apparently they are. All right, guys. Look, everybody that joined, thank you so much to the panel. Hey, guys, I enjoy making these shows with you. I even enjoy making them with King and Petty.
King and Petty. Add the music next time.
We got you.
Yeah, CW. No, you didn't get it because I had to correct you on it. So back to you.
You're right, KOP. You're right.
Oh, let's get some T-shirts. KOP. I like that.
we might do that. So, guys,
King of the Ring, King of.
Yeah. Okay. You can find me at One Time for the Fan. They're typically Wednesday nights at 9, Friday mornings at 9 a.m. You can also find me on this channel, the number 4MYATLSPORTS1 on YouTube. Again, 4MYATLSPORTS1 at YouTube. You can typically find me there Friday evenings at 7 p.m. and Monday mornings at 8, although we did a show this morning because the Falcons played last night, obviously. Please like, share, and subscribe. One Time for the Fan. Please like, share, and subscribe for my ATL Sports 1. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ladarius, every show that he's on, please like, share, and subscribe. C-Dub, and please like, share, and subscribe. Every 38 show, every one of Ron's 38 shows, like, share, and subscribe them all. Guys, so we can keep doing this and keep being in front of you and just keep sharing our programming. Last but not least, hey man, I want to thank God for waking me up this morning. I want to thank God for everything he continues to do. And I got to thank Mr. Jack Spade and Eric Parker for giving me a start in this business. And it looks like my friend Ron has something to say. Ronnie, what you got?
But everybody in the comments, talk to your family members. Talk to them. Check up on them.
Yes.
Because you never know what people are going through today.
Yep. Absolutely.
We see what Randy Moss going through.
Yeah.
So just call your family members, your friends, everybody that you know. Just check up on them.
Ron, that is such a good point, man.
Yep.
My mom has been gone since May 16th, and it's been a hard season. I think about her. Like, I think about her all the time. Every time I see something, it makes me think of her. I dream about her, and I'm told it gets easier, but it's hard, man. It is hard. And
try to make it a little easier for you.
I lost my pops 10 years ago, and trust me, I know it been hell. So
yeah,
just everybody in the comments, check on your people.
Yeah, and tell them you love them. Tell them you love them.
Yeah,
tell
like
them
I said,
all that family squabble bullshit. It doesn't matter in the end. Trust me when I say it does not matter in the end. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. So to Ron's and thank you, Ron. That's a very good point. If you got out there, tell them you love them, even if you don't agree with them. Tell them you love them. If you still got your mom and your dad, tell them you love them.
Right.
One day you won't, and believe you me, when that day comes that you can't see your mother or your father, you're gonna wish you could hear their. You're gonna wish you could hug them one more time. You're gonna wish you could spend time with them. And Ron is right. Ron, look, I don't talk about it, But this has been a very, very hard season for me because it's new. You know,
Mhm.
my birthday was November 17th, and my first thought was, my mom's gonna, and then I was like, oh shit, no, she's not. I forgot, guys. Like I forgot, and I felt guilty about it, but I forgot for like 20 seconds that my mom is no longer with us.
You
And I
see,
feel horrible
Yeah.
that I feel like an asshole for forgetting. But I'm
it's like,
telling you, if you have your family, whoever it is, Ron is so right. Check on them. Tell them you
check
love them.
the
Enjoy this time because people are not forever. They are living here in record numbers. And look it, we are all going to die one day. So in this holiday season, I'm so glad you brought that up, Ron. Check on your people. Love
check
you.
on them.
Gotta agree with them. You gotta be better. But give them a warm hug. Extend love to the extent that you can, and enjoy this holiday season, man. Let's all enjoy our families. Let's enjoy each other. We're lucky to be here. We're blessed to be here because there are a lot of folks who aren't. You know, there are a lot of folks that are going through it this season. And to those that are going through it, I pray for you. My heart's with you. To those that are like me that have lost loved ones, I pray for you. My heart is with you because I know what you're going through. And look it's something, man. My cousin lost her daughter about 10 days ago. Her daughter was 15. She was the girl at the school that dropped dead playing volleyball. That was my cousin.
Wow.
Uh, that was my cousin's daughter, and she was 15 years old. And she's gone now. You know, she's gone and she's not coming back, and it's terrible. So my point is, guys, I'm not trying to get on a tangent, but look, if you got your loved ones, show love to them. You don't have
Right.
to surround them. You don't have to live with them. Just show love to them and check on your people. And that's it, man. What a great message, Ron. I appreciate it. Hey, man, you guys be great. We will see you guys Friday night for the Giants or Falcons Giants preview. You guys enjoy your week. Be safe, man, and go Falcons. Thanks, everybody.